Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the John and Ant-Man Show. This is John.
This is the Ant-Man.
And with Douchebag here in the building today, which is Rob, and I'm the Doughboy for some odd reason.
Well, you told the story about why you're the Doughboy.
Well, here's my story of why I'm the Doughboy. I went to an Evolve show with my buddy Steve. Hi, Steve.
We know you're listening.
We know you're listening. And I went to go shake Austin Aries' hand, and he looks at me, and I'm wearing the Pillsbury Doughboy shirt. And he keeps on looking at me, gave it like, I was ready to shake his hand. The last time he starts like, boy, he pokes my stomach. He's like, well, you're wearing the Pillsbury Doughboy shirt, so I vote you. And you didn't make the voice. And he got all like, I'm like, oh man, I should have made the voice. So that is why I'm called Doughboy.
Lost a golden opportunity there.
I know. But I met Austin Aries.
Yeah, and he poked you. So.
Hey, he poked me.
Unlike certain people that meet Matt
Hardy.
Yeah.
Poor douchebag.
I guess that'll be for another time. But that's not why I'm a douchebag. Here's why I'm the douchebag. Ant-Man, obviously. Anthony, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
He can lift things 1,000 times his own body weight.
And I'm not super tall either, so I guess that factors into it. So.
Here's why I'm a douchebag, apparently. And you guys, I can't tell a good story. If you want to... You were all there. You experienced it along with me.
Yes.
You could chime in. Yesterday, I meet up with these guys, and we went to our now usual generic coffee and donut shop. I don't want to say the name.
We might get flagged.
Again. But they have a survey you do online, and after you fill it out, you get a free donut with a medium or large beverage. So we go there. We've been going there quite often. So I just filled out a bunch of them, brought it in, and they refused to give me the donut.
And mind you, the receipt also doesn't say limit one per customer or anything like that. There's no restrictions on it.
Obviously, it's the one free donut for the beverage.
Right.
Fine. All you have to do is complete the survey within the 3 days. It doesn't say you have to bring back the receipt and code and all that within 3 days. So they refused to give me the donut and give me this whole big thing about it, even though it was only like a day or two over the limit, this limit that they've imposed on me, and I was very upset about it.
So basically, they wouldn't give you your donut because
it's the principle, all right. It's not that I'm.
It's only one donut.
I know I'm fat and everything, but it's the if it was anything, I filled out the survey to get this free, whatever.
You did everything the receipt told you to do.
Yes.
But then they just threw this rule out at you,
yes,
where you had to bring the receipt back in
3 days.
Within 3 days.
Yeah. So I was very irate. If you guys remember yesterday, I was using the same profanity over and over again.
Yeah. I
was an angry child.
Yes, you were.
This is why Rob seemed to have a bit of an off day yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday I was calling out YouTube and Doughboy. And I almost couldn't wait to get home to fill out this new survey.
And just
rip
them.
But what also happened, Rob?
Well, that's later on. Hold on. I filled out the survey, very unsatisfied.
The most negative survey result you'll ever see.
Yes.
So we go back to the coffee shop.
Well, hold on. Hold on. And then, I put in my email address. I wanted to remain anonymous. I feel... You know what? I'll use my one email address. It doesn't have my name or anything. They'll just email me, whatever. Some ghost email that they'll just give out. And whatever. I never got an email back. I went on with the rest of my night. And then it just so happened that in the shower I slipped and fell. Everyone seems to think it's so funny. Anyway, I come back. We're getting together today. We go back into generic coffee and donut shop,
which America may or may not run on.
Thank you for taking that from me. I said that before.
Yes. I didn't think you were gonna say it.
I might have said it. I don't know. But I order whatever.
Yeah, you're normal.
I filled out that survey. I got a new code. Gave it to the Ant-Man.
That's right.
He successfully used it.
That's right.
Because there was no way getting around it. It was a receipt from yesterday. Right. So, definitely applies. Then, we're all hanging out, chit-chatting before we come back and do the show. And one of the employees comes and asks me if I filled out the survey yesterday. And like a douchebag, I confidently said, yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's exactly how I said it.
I would have denied
And you could tell she was upset. I don't know why.
She was upset because
I don't know why she was upset.
Because you gave a bad review.
I didn't give any names or anything. I don't know these people personally. I was mad at the one guy.
Well, wouldn't you say we're regular customers, though?
Well, yeah.
We are.
Now,
they should
now we
know us
are.
by now.
Yeah. They knew what I wanted when I came in today.
Caramel latte ice.
Well,
but the fact that they pointed you out, that they knew you filled out the survey.
They knew. It was rhetorical. They knew. It happened to me, and then they get this bad review.
Right.
And in the comment section of the survey, I put specifically to give the free item.
They're giving me my donut.
It's the principle.
Give me my free donut.
It was the principle. Because I want to get you guys, if we're going to have these receipts, and I know you won't bother to put the survey out, I'll do it.
Right.
Give you guys something free if we're going to be in there every day.
So, this actually goes on longer.
It does, because I say that, she kind of walks away, the jerk from yesterday goes by and asks me for my name and number. That's not going to happen.
Hitting on you.
Oh, can I have my name and number? Like, no.
Yeah, I just saw
That's not going to happen.
You could have given him like a fake number.
No.
No, because the manager would have called them right there, and that would have been funny actually.
So yeah, their location owner called back and talked to me and resolved the issue. I guess.
Yeah, I have the pleasure of seeing the employees walking towards Rob because I happened to be seated towards where they were.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the guy come again, like over and over. And this guy, he's pissed because. Let me tell you something. What I'm trying to say is the fact that they knew you filled out the survey
and they asked
shows that they knew they screwed up.
Yeah.
All right, but they still wouldn't admit it because after you said no to the phone number, he starts trying to explain that rule to you again.
Yeah.
Like, no, you have to bring the receipt back in 3 days, and you're just okay.
I'm just saying okay because
just leave me alone. Let me have my breakfast.
Yeah.
But then he comes back with a phone. No, she came back. The other lady.
She did. She came back
with the phone with the manager on, and you talked to him.
Yeah. And I should have saw it coming. I work in the relatively same field, and when you get a bad review, it looks bad for like the company or the location or whatever, and they take it very seriously.
Right. And
I complain about those same kinds of customers, and I became one. So I kind of feel like a douchebag.
No, but they did wrong you. They
did wrong me because it's not a. It's really
because
it's something simple.
They pulled a rule out of their ass that's not on the instructions.
It is. He said
you don't do that.
Yeah.
Ass is not.
Yeah.
It also means donkey.
You can't add another word.
Okay,
after
we get it.
Right. So, no, but this isn't the first thing that we've had with this Dunkin' Donuts because I went there once. And I asked for
generic coffee and
donut shop.
Did I say the name?
Yes, you did. They will never sponsor us after this.
Well, thanks a lot. I went through all that trouble not saying the name.
Well, the bag's right in front of me. It's just
stop reading it.
Yeah, don't read it.
Stop.
Well, anyway, no, this isn't the first incident we've had where I went up and I ordered a number 4, and they just give me the sandwich, and they just charge me for the sandwich, and I'm thinking to myself, what other restaurant? When you order a number 4, that means you're ordering the entire meal. Am I right?
Right.
I'm not saying I want a bagel with, sausage, egg, and cheese on a bagel. I'm saying I want a number 4, which means I want the damn sandwich with a freaking coffee.
Yeah.
And they look at me like, oh, you have to order the coffee too, buddy. He called me buddy.
You guys are friends?
Buddy.
No, he's not. I'm not his buddy.
You hang out on the weekends.
If he was my buddy, he would have given me a free munchkin or something. He didn't give me my coffee.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. You know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to fill out a bad survey too.
Yeah?
I should.
You should.
I should do this.
You should.
You want one of the receipts?
I've had enough. I've had enough of this garbage.
The only problem is if you do that, they're going to ask me
think it was you. And I'm totally
again, buddy?
I'm going to totally sell you out and say it was you again.
Is this a wrestling show? We're going to talk about it.
Well, no, we're done. We're talking about why the nickname.
We're talking about it because we feel like performing finishers on these employees that are not giving us what we deserve, what we.
And I don't have a problem. I just want to say I don't have a problem with any of them in there, except for the guy who just made this rule up. I can read one sentence that tells you to fill it out within 3 days.
Right.
I get you. I mean, it was an okay morning though.
It was pretty entertaining for John and I.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Rob falling in the shower.
That was last night.
Kinda
Yeah,
made,
That was last night.
that made my day today because I got to talk about it because he was a real douchebag yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm
put-
sorry
You
I had to
deserve
talk-
it.
He posted on Facebook, and you just see he
My
gets
brother liked it. You liked it.
I liked it. I just liked it now.
somebody posted LMAO.
Yeah. My
And then
sister was the only one that asked me if I was
No,
alright.
and you know that she's
She was
laughing
laughing,
as
yeah.
she's typing, "Are you all right?"
Yeah.
No matter what.
Hey, it happens.
And
I'm an old man.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, obviously, if you typed "phone in the shower," you're okay.
Yeah.
I figure.
But in the ER.
Pretty much.
Let's segue into the SmackDown
was a-
taping,
That
shall
was a
we?
10-minute.
10 minutes of talking about our morning.
Yep.
How horrible is that?
Well, leave a comment if you enjoyed our story.
Yeah.
So. And post if you've had a
Yeah.
similar experience.
Yes.
Because
At
we
all.
want to hear about this.
We want to hear
your
any comments you have.
If you,
Your story
if you
of-
had a problem with Dunkin' Donuts,
Dunkin' Donuts.
we will fill out a
or
survey
any other
for you.
generic coffee
Yes,
and
we will
donut
fill out a
shop.
negative story for you, a survey.
I'm not going to do it again.
And we'll put it on the show.
Yes,
I'm not going to do it because they were so hard up on
We'll
it.
take a picture of.
If they were that upset, they could have just given me something.
And
yeah, I was expecting them to just give Rob a
and-
donut.
And they overlook how many positive reviews I've given them.
Yeah,
I was just very, very angry at this BS that I got yesterday. So
Like I
felt
said,
my one negative review,
there
and they were
goes-
on it.
there goes our one sponsor. Thank you, Anthony.
oh please, like they're gonna sponsor us anyway.
Yeah, they don't even know about us.
we could work a deal with them. Hey, we'll purposely say we'll
Nice
forgive
things.
you
Extra
if
nice
you
things.
sponsor us. So
We'll forgive you. We'll forgive you, but
Sir, yeah.
not right now. We just bashed their.
I
company,
tried
so-
not to because we're gonna
You
go
were
in
saying
there.
genetic
with
coffee and
generic.
donut. Yeah.
with regard to this
Yeah,
company,
so you wouldn't know who it
The
is.
Ant-Man is like, oh, let me say Dunkin' Donuts.
no shut.
They didn't spell donuts
with
right.
oh my god, with respect to this company,
Do nuts.
I will say that this is the first problem I've had with them.
Yeah.
This is the only.
Except for when we applied
yes,
on separate occasions.
That's a different story.
What are we talking about?
yeah.
that? Can we
With-
get on to the wrestling, please?
No, but I want to point out this is the only problem I've ever had with Dunkin' Donuts.
Me as well.
Their customer service, fine. It's
Yeah.
just this one location, which
It was just the one time for me.
yeah. So I mean, that's the rest. I've had a good experience with them. Love their donuts, coffee.
Yeah.
So we have run on them for a while. So
Yes. So go there every morning. So that's pretty much it. Can we get on to wrestling now?
yeah, we will. We
Thank
shall.
God. All right, SmackDown tapings yesterday obviously happened. Starts off with. Oh, remember if you don't want to hear the spoilers, skip over. It's
But they don't
probably-
know how far to skip.
I
We'll,
guess I
we'll,
can listen
we'll
to
say
it
the
then.
time. I guess we'll say the
Put it in the
time.
description. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah. Kane and Bryan come out and see the footage of their graduation.
Mhm.
Kane talks about their title match at the Rumble, and they start arguing. Of course, Kane promises he will win the 30-man Royal Rumble, and out comes the big slow. Damian Sandow and Cody Rhodes end up coming out. Sandow proposes they take out Team Hell No. Alberto Del Rio comes out, and guess what?
6-man tag team.
Elimination. Holla holla.
Holla holla! But not even. It was Booker T this time.
No, but you know that
You know who's behind it.
Teddy Long is Booker T's assistant, is he not? He obviously suggested it.
Holla holla.
Holla
Oh,
holla!
Booker T was probably going to make it an elimination chamber match between the six, which would have been awesome. But then Teddy Long probably showed up in his office and now hold on a minute, player.
Player. Holla holla
I
holla!
don't think he's ever said that, but okay. But yeah, 6-man tag team.
Next we have Sheamus versus Wade Barrett.
Sheamus
And,
versus Wade Barrett
And
again.
then now
Yes.
the
No,
title
it was-
match.
Oh yeah.
You're not gonna like it when I say Sheamus won clean with the brogue kick.
Again.
Again. But seems like it was a pretty good match, so I'll tune in for that. The video of Raw Roulette.
Who are you kidding? As much as we rag on the show, we're still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I know.
That's what we did last week.
Yeah, we
I
told
mean,
everybody not to see. I mean, I said I was gonna watch it anyway.
Next is a Divas match with Natalia beat Rose Menendez with the sharpshooter.
Wait a minute.
Mendez.
Natalia won a match?
Yes. Yes.
Did your heart just stop?
My heart just stopped. Natalia won a match?
And you get to see.
And Rosa Mendez was in a match?
Yeah.
Yes.
Get
Your
out.
girlfriend, yes.
Where
Muy.
did that come from?
Muy. It's a race thing, right?
Yeah, it's a race.
Muy caliente.
Wow.
And by the way, just a side note, the great Khali, Hornswoggle, Primo, and Epico were on
Oh, my
ringside.
goodness. You just ruined
Of course they were there.
Of course.
They're part of teams, so...
Yes, the Great Khali and Hornswoggle are
That's
part
a lot of people at ringside.
It's Natalia's group now. She's with them now.
Because that makes sense.
Yes, totally. A giant and a midget.
And she farts.
And she farts.
Well,
Not even anymore.
she
That's
hasn't
so
farted in
unfair.
a while. So.
Yeah.
But
that was sad.
let's not talk about that. That's just sad. Next, CM Punk comes out and talks about The Rock and the Rumble. Paul Heyman has an executive order for the stipulation made by Vince McMahon. Punk called out the Shield. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns come down.
They know who the Shield is.
I know. We get it, okay?
It's just nice to hear their names, though.
Yes.
Except for Roman Reigns.
Yeah, except for that guy.
His name rolls off the tongue nicely.
Roman Reigns. They have a stare down. He tells them to stay out of the business.
Okay.
Out of
They
his
leave.
business, not the business.
Shut up.
You're reading. It's right in front of you.
You're blowing your spot.
Yeah, you're a jerk, man.
I can't help it.
You are a
I
jerk.
can't
Still
help-
pissed off
I'm the
about the donut
douchebag.
situation.
You are such a douchebag. They leave, and out comes The Rock. He cuts a promo.
Oh, The
and
Rock was on
leaves.
SmackDown?
Yes,
Yeah.
The Rock is
How
on
about
SmackDown
this?
again.
How about that, huh?
Wow, good for The Rock.
And what does he do?
We should point out that The Rock, according to WWE,
Has internal injuries.
has internal injuries.
Yes.
We just hey, it's looking good for The
Yes,
Rock.
looking good for The Rock.
Yeah. Only in the WWE can an injury be a positive thing
Punk
for you.
rips Rock and the fans, and The Rock comes back again.
Yeah, he leaves and then he comes back.
This time they brawl, and The Rock lays Punk out with the Rock bottom.
And there it is.
Okay, good.
Right
Good.
before the pay-per-view.
Okay, this is gonna upset you right now.
Oh, good.
Randy Orton defeated Drew McIntyre
By DQ.
by DQ after Jinder Mahal interfered.
Well,
Do you want to know what happens next?
what happened next?
Orton gave them all the RKO.
You know what? I tell you what. We live in a time where nobody stands up for their friends.
This is ridiculous.
And 3MB showed me that they're standing up against bullying, okay? They're standing
You're
up
calling
against
Orton a bully?
Randy Orton is a bully. He's bullying around those who don't agree with his Viper style.
Viper style.
And no, it's right. So 3MB has shown me that they have noble cause. They're going out, they're defending their friends. I mean, come on. The group is standing together. There's nothing more noble than that. And for Randy Orton to take out his frustration, hey, Ryback's in the same
And
boat.
you know what? I think I'm gonna end up agreeing with you because they're not even feuding with anybody.
They're not feuding.
They're going out there as a trio that want to be rockers,
Yeah,
and they want to win the Rumble.
exactly.
But it's not even like they're starting beef with anybody.
They're not. They're just going out there. They're having a match, and then Randy Orton has to go and RKO all of them.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It's almost like they're jobbers with a storyline.
Yes, it's sort of. Yeah.
It's a setup for their Royal Rumble
Oh
victory.
my God! Shut up.
They're
Like-
gonna be the final three, and then they're all gonna jump out of the ring at the same time, and be declared the three winners of the Royal Rumble.
You'd have to not jump out though. You'd have to stay in.
Yeah.
If they all jumped out at the same time.
No,
then
because
they'd
they'll be co-winners
co-winners.
like
All right.
Lex Luger and Bret Hart.
All right.
So, look
That's
out!
not
Watch
gonna
out!
happen.
Watch out for the 3MB.
After that, Miz defeated Darren Young with
Ooh,
the
I bet
figure
nobody
4
cheered.
leg lock.
Did he botch it again like he did on Raw?
I don't know. We have to tune in and find out.
Unbelievable. Like, look, I'm not Flair's biggest fan, but there's a whole locker room full of people who would kill to have Ric Flair pass the figure 4 leg lock down to them.
Televised.
To the Miz.
And the Miz botches it.
Yep.
The
First
first
chance he
night.
gets.
The first chance he gets, the first opportunity, and he botches it. And Ziggler, the trooper he is,
He
sold it
sold
like
it.
like unbelievably.
Like nobody's
Woo!
ever sold it before.
Right, like nobody's business. And I don't want to rag on the Miz today.
I hope
just-
Ric Flair didn't watch that. I could imagine how that conversation. Woo! You botched my move. Woo! What are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't think it would turn out like that.
Something like that. I mean,
Be a lot of
give it-
expletives. I feel like he's a guy that curses.
Well, Ric Flair won't say anything bad about the Miz until he's not with the company. So that tends to be.
Say
his-
that. There are a lot of Miz fans out there.
Oh, what?
Misfits.
Misfits.
See, maybe to you 3 means a lot, but to me that doesn't. That's not a big number. so.
Sorry, the jizz. Titus O'Neil was at ringside, and Antonio Cesaro was on commentary. What? The jizz can mean other things.
No, it really can't.
What? I already said the jizz on.
I know you keep saying it.
I know it's kind of funny though. I mean,
Or maybe you could have reversed the usage. Like the sign, there was a sign that said, "I mizzed my pants."
I
Yeah.
missed my pants.
Turning names into verbs.
Right.
Like yesterday when I swaggered.
Yeah,
Well,
swagger.
the whole deal with that, I feel like we have to explain that.
We
The reason-
can't find the
Not right
promo
now.
online.
Okay, all right, fine. Let's
Why
leave,
not?
let's leave
Sure.
our listeners in the dark. What happened
can't
next on
find the promo.
SmackDown?
We can't find the promo, so just drop it.
All right, we'll drop it.
For
We're
now.
just using it as a verb. Swaggered.
Swagger.
It happened.
It happened.
It happens.
It happens.
Okay, it happens.
Kane, Danny Bryan, Alberto Del Rio versus Big Show, Cody Rhodes, and
That's
Damian
it? There was no
Sandow.
other match?
What happened with Cesaro on commentary?
Nothing.
Wait, but what was the match?
Singles match.
Between who?
Miz and Darren Young.
Oh, he was doing commentary. All right.
Yes.
Where's Titus O'Neil?
At ringside.
He was at ringside.
Did he do the best taunt ever? Come on. Rob, why didn't you join in? He's
He's
just
doing the Hogan does not approve.
he's doing the Hogan does not approve face. So all right, the tag team elimination
Oh
match.
yeah, Sandow was eliminated first. Oh, that's not fair. I like Sandow. Kane and Bryan are eliminated, then by the Big Show.
Of course.
Show gets counted out.
Because Show is the monster.
Del Rio pins
Show and
Rhodes.
Kane take turns.
Del Rio pins Rhodes to win the match. After the match, Big Show goes nuts on Del Rio and pinned him under the announcer's table. Show counted to 10 to end SmackDown, which means Del Rio's retaining the title.
Was there a question?
No.
He just won the title.
I might stop watching before the tag team elimination
Yeah, I
match.
think you should.
I think I'm going to watch until then.
But it's got a lot of strong competitors in it.
It does,
Rhodes,
but
Sandow.
when you have Monster Show in the match, it's him being a monster.
But it's typical, you know. They tune into. I just want to see Sheamus and Barrett. It seems like it's a pretty good match.
Yeah,
So.
it usually is.
Oh, and I want to see Punk and Rock brawl. But other than that, you could skip the Divas match.
Why? Natalia never wins.
Yeah, I want to see that.
You want to see Natalia? Oh, that's my
And
bathroom
he's
break.
tuning in for Rosa.
Hey, also, yeah. You
Muy
Where is this coming from?
Your girlfriend.
It's racist day.
It's racist.
It's stereotype day.
I guess if you want to see Randy Orton take out the 3MB, you're welcome to see that.
I'm gonna record it and send it to Be a Star and say, "Where were you on this? Where you have all these
Why don't you just
commercials?"
send in all the Vicky stuff where they make fun of her?
Oh
and
yeah,
Paul Heyman?
absolutely. I could rag on Be a Star. Oh, Be a Star, no bullying. Whereas you call Vicky fat.
That's the whole basis
Yes.
of professional wrestling.
Yes, it is.
So get Be a Star out of there.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm not with the company.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't have.
No.
anything to do
I'm
with
not
it.
saying you guys.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying like you do all this anti-bullying stuff. I loved how during the Be a Star campaign you had Mark Henry, of all people, speaking
I
to the
do-
kids when he's the one going out and putting people through tables.
I do like though that they let everyone know that Kofi was a jerk, that he was a bully.
Really?
Yeah,
They
because
did.
his name was different than everybody else. His name was Kofi
Hmm.
in real life, so apparently he didn't fit in so well,
So
and
he-
he
so
became
he
a bully.
Hey, that's a good strategy though.
It is.
Before you get bullied, start
Yes.
bullying everyone else.
Yeah.
So
Also,
Well, you wouldn't guess it
that's
without
our
him telling you.
that's SmackDown. Like I said, if you want to tune in, tune in. If not, not missing much.
You
Like,
just heard what happens.
Yeah.
You can decide.
the only thing want to see is Punk and Rock go at it.
yeah.
And
That's
good.
impressive, though. I mean,
I like
SmackDown doesn't usually get much attention, but the fact that you have the WWE champion show up
And The Rock
and The Rock
again.
twice within 3 weeks, that's pretty good. That's at least they're giving it airtime.
I do like that Rock left, and when Punk rips on him
Came
and the
back
fans, he
out.
comes back out.
Yeah, you
Which
don't
is-
see that often.
No.
Like it's usually the guy leaves, they get trash talked, and they just stay away. I mean,
Yeah, that's it.
just show back up, come back. You know, you're right there.
I want to bring this up again because I've kind of had enough with WrestleMania being in New York. And
Well, John,
they
it's
did
not
it
in New York.
It's not in
again.
New York.
They did it again.
It's not in New York.
The official
Tagline.
DVD tagline of WrestleMania is, "It only happens once a year," and in 2013, the Showcase of the Immortals comes to the greater city of New York for WrestleMania 29. It is in New Jersey!
Wait, is that the exact tagline?
Yes!
Read it again.
That can't
It only
it's so
happens
long.
once a year. And in 2013, this is the DVD
Tagline.
tagline of the DVD, what it's supposed to say. The Showcase of the Immortals comes to a greater New York City area for WrestleMania 29.
Okay. See that? It says the greater New York City area. That means New Jersey is greater than New York.
I'm still WrestleMania is in
That's
New
what it
Jersey.
means.
Okay, it's in New Jersey. It's our WrestleMania.
It is.
I've had enough. You know.
It really irritates me as well because it doesn't matter where it is. People are going to go to it.
But
They don't need to say it's in New York
second.
when people are already gonna go.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I threw my pencil twice so far.
I went pretty far.
When WrestleMania, was it 6 or 7? When it was at the Trump Plaza, did they say, "Oh, WrestleMania is in New York, but down in Atlantic City"?
No.
They said it.
They might as well. They would probably do that if it happened today.
I mean, come on, man. It's our WrestleMania. Leave New York out of it. I get it. They have the whole.
I mean, if that's the case, then we're New Yorkers. I mean, we
New
live
Jersey's
right
nothing,
frickin'
man.
here,
You know, just
so.
call it New York then.
I mean, it's either, we live in New Jersey and it's like divided between North Jersey is part of New York and South Jersey is part of Philadelphia. It makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It's WrestleMania is in New Jersey. I know people understand that. This is our WrestleMania. You've had 2 in Madison Square Garden, 10, 20, and 1. Go away, okay?
Go away.
Go away.
This is the wrong message to be to tell people.
Well, we're basically telling people that WrestleMania is in
Say
New Jersey.
don't come here. That's what you're saying.
Well, you're gonna have New Yorkers come here and people all over the world coming here, so you can't say stay away. But I'm trying to get the point where
You just
WrestleMania is not in New York. But in the slogan, as it says, it's a WrestleMania in New Jersey and New York.
Right. Which makes no sense. Because
Which makes no sense.
It's not. It's not.
So that's what the DVD cover is supposed
We're
to
the
say.
ones who have to put up with the traffic around
Yeah, right.
MetLife Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Got
So-
that right. More news of WrestleMania with Ryback. It's possible Ryback versus Big Slow.
Okay.
And they're also talking about doing Money in the Bank
Not gonna happen.
ladder match with Ryback in it.
I'm calling it. It's not gonna happen. They have a pay-per-view. They already have 2 Money in the Banks in the pay-per-view. There's no point in doing it at WrestleMania as well.
Would you do it?
Unless they drop the
The Money in
pay-per-view.
the Bank. I want to see it live. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But just the mere fact that I'm going
Yeah.
to WrestleMania,
I understand.
I want to see it.
You want to see it. I get it, but it's
And
not
I
gonna
think, apparently Wade Barrett was supposed to win it last year, but he got injured.
Yeah.
So I think he might take it this year.
I really can't imagine them
Do they?
building it around Barrett at Mania when they have the pay-per-view already.
No, I can understand what you're saying, but I feel
And I
like
think that was just a rumor that was on the internet. And it just so happened to work out that he got injured and had to cancel the whole match.
Right.
Which is very upsetting, but what can you do?
right.
But
What I'm saying is the
Yeah.
rumor's false. And
Yeah.
he got injured and then, now the rumor can go away.
Also news
And I
about...
don't see the Intercontinental Championship being defended at
Yeah.
WrestleMania. They hardly ever defend, which is odd because
It
No,
should be.
Cody Rhodes did it last year against Big
Yeah.
Show.
did he?
And he lost.
He lost, remember?
That's
and
right.
Big Show became
okay.
Grand Slam champion, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and he cried. And
Yeah.
we all know how John feels about people crying.
Yeah.
So
WWE calling up NXT stars after WrestleMania 29.
Well, they usually do something like that every year anyway. You can't build anybody up before Mania.
well,
No,
I don't
won't.
think they
You have to
should
build
do that.
people
Like I said,
after.
I'd
They
like...
should-
I don't think they should either.
They should just keep doing what they're doing with Shield.
I
They can barely handle what they have now.
Well, no, I like it.
Like
I
clearly
like to
Shield,
see-
they have no idea where Shield's going.
Right.
They're just attacking people left
Yeah,
and
just
right.
yeah,
and
exactly.
randomly, they have no idea what they're doing with the Shield.
I just want to see Castiano finally be brought up. I think it's time for him to be brought
I
up.
want to see some of their new divas be brought up,
But that's
Like Paige.
like Paige.
that's the problem is you can't have everybody brought up because then they have nothing to do.
Right.
At least on NXT, they're doing something.
No, I know what. What
Even
about?
if no one's seeing it,
Right.
it's better than jobbing.
That's true. That's true. It is better than jobbing. So that's pretty much news today. Oh, and there's an update on the confirmed Royal Rumble participants. John Cena, Sheamus, Orton, Ziggler, who has to choose between 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Heath Slater, Jinder Mahal, Drew McIntyre, Antonio Cesaro, Wade Barrett, The Miz, Ryback.
Well, you know where I stand on the Royal Rumble winners.
We'll talk about that Friday. We're not going to talk about it now. Oh, and there is a Mankind DVD coming out, and if you guys get the DVD, you get it for you, Mr. Sacco Puppet.
I would prefer a Mankind
I can
mask.
take my sock off and make a Sacco puppet.
yeah, does it... I mean, I would like the mask. That's a pretty neat mask.
That would be much
It is.
better.
Right?
Yes.
I mean,
It is.
I would like to have a Kane mask, but it has to have the wig attached to it.
You'd also like a Sin Cara mask.
I would like a Sin Cara mask. What I wanted to do is get a Sin Cara mask for WrestleMania and just have it on the entire show, and see if I can manage. That would be interesting.
I don't think you would. Also, an X Division star has gone from TNA.
What's...
It is Kid Cash. His profile has been removed.
Wait,
Oh, I remember
he was
Kid
already.
Cash.
He was in. He was still in.
He was still there. I do recall him seeing him on the roster.
He lost to Christian York on January 3rd's TNA show.
I remember Kid Cash in this one edition of Smackdown where he's doing this. He was the cruiserweight champion at the time.
Was it when he did the brainbuster to Funaki? SmackDown's
No,
number one announcer?
No.
SmackDown, number one announcer.
It was when he cut this promo on Super Crazy. No. Juventud. He cut it on Juventud, and he had this whole promo about how Juventud means Mexican salamander. I was just watching this promo, and I felt like I was drooling through it. Like I felt a few brain cells die. It was such a bad promo.
Well, you speak Spanish. Is that what it means?
Juventud?
Yeah.
I'm
Sorry
not,
to call you out.
I'm not the best Spanish speaker in the world, but
Better than me and Doughboy.
Doughboy?
yeah, but that's not what it was about. It was about just
How bad
the
the promo
promo
was?
was just terrible. It was just really, really bad, and I would like to look it up. It's not as bad as the Michael McGillicuddy promo on NXT, but it was pretty bad.
What about Brandon Walker? He had a great promo. Hi,
That's not fair.
Brandon Walker.
That's not fair.
I'm gonna beat you up.
It's supposed to be like a Texas Ranger.
Yeah,
I'm gonna beat you up.
short and to the point.
Yeah.
It
He
was
didn't
it
say
was
he
better
was
than
the Genesis of Michael McGillicuddy or anything.
speaking
Yeah,
of
right.
speaking of promos.
Talking about this push that you're not going to get.
Speaking of promos, there are reports of John Cena's promo on Raw.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Everyone does not. Everyone
like the
does
worst
not like
promo
it. Worst
ever.
promo ever.
They
That's a
apparently
little strong.
It
I
is.
think.
It is
It's
very
a lot of
strong.
strong.
Apparently, this is because during that Raw, we had some pretty good promos from The Rock
Or even
and
leading
CM
up.
Punk.
Even leading
CM
up.
Punk, Shield,
For a couple of weeks. They
Yeah,
were good promos.
Shield beating up Rock.
yeah. I mean, we had some good segments. Raw wasn't the best last week, but we had some good segments. Good enough for a Raw that led to a Royal Rumble.
We get to see in his promo.
We get to Cena's promo, and it's just. Here's what I think. It doesn't seem worse than any of Cena's other promos.
Yeah.
Because he usually does come out, make the few jokes to the kids, and do the scream at the end where he declares something, and
his voice cracks.
But Cena's always been that type of promo cutter, except for when he goes up against The Rock,
Or when he's a rapper.
or when he's a white rapper. And I just didn't feel like it was that. I will admit I lost interest because I was watching it, and I just started scrolling on my phone because it's a Cena promo.
You don't
And that's
need to-
it's done.
like, you
That's
don't
not
need
even
to see it.
that's not even ragging
He's
on him. It's
talking,
just
not doing anything. He's just talking.
right. You just know where he's going.
Yeah.
You know where he's going with his promos. But I just felt like, is that really the word around the locker room? Can people really be talking about that and saying, "Wow, that sucked"?
I mean, honestly, it wasn't one of his best, but I watched it and I wasn't impressed.
Right.
I mean, all he did was he pretty much said like he did with Fruity Pebbles. He brought up Black Ops 2, Fruity Pebbles. What else did he bring up?
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
Is his
Like I
gamer
said,
tag?
Oh, his gamer tag.
he gave out
Can't
his
even
gamer
remember what it
tag.
was.
I mean,
skid marks,
something.
some numbers.
I got one word. Who cares?
Right.
That's not one word.
2 words. Sorry. Who cares? Well,
That's a good promo. I got one word for you.
Well,
who cares?
Well, remember when if everyone goes back to One Night Stand and ECW with Paul Heyman, and he says to Edge, "I got 2 words for you, Matt freaking Hardy."
Yeah.
And Edge is like, "Wait,
Yeah.
it's 3."
Everyone was doing
Three,
it too. It's
three.
Three?
Three.
2 or 3?
So everyone has their screw ups.
Yeah, but you're not Paul Heyman.
I know. I wish I was.
You didn't work it. You have people right in front of you calling you on it.
I'm staying out of that.
Yeah, you stay out of it.
on,
Maybe
man.
I might have to get
6,000
involved now
times
just
a week.
because you said to stay out of
You're
it.
a jerk.
Yeah.
So
No, that's me.
Yeah,
The
you're the
douchebag.
douchebag. I mean, like I said, not a great promo by Cena, but it wasn't bad. I mean, why is
I've seen
everyone,
worse.
Yeah.
why is everyone bashing it? I have no idea. I mean, his voice cracked a little bit when he
He
gets all
does that.
like,
He does that though.
I don't know. I just don't see why that's seen as so much. Like I said, I guess it's because it's compared with earlier that night.
Mm.
But other than that, it wasn't.
If you compare that to his other stuff,
Right.
it's like the same.
Right.
I mean, he's had some good promos. He had some bad promos. I mean, this one I wouldn't say is bad, but it's up there.
Right. Seems like he
Yeah.
just winged it.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so.
Like he just went out there.
He's coming out to talk to the WWE Universe.
I think
and
the problem they did with that was, though, they advertised the Cena promo. Because they kept saying later
All
tonight,
night.
Cena promo.
all night long.
I'm like, okay,
We
is
get
it
it.
going to be a special one? And that's why it fell so flat, because people figured, all right, it's going to be a big one.
Yeah.
But no, he just...
No, it was just okay.
Yeah.
WWE is going to be releasing some new Titus O'Neil and Darren Young
Here
t-shirts.
we go. Yes, finally.
Also,
Now we just need the Jinder Mahal t-shirt.
oh god,
And they need to start selling Jinder
okay,
Mahal's
we get it.
turban.
Turban.
They need to start selling his turban at WWE merchandise stands.
You can get that anywhere,
You
though.
can get that
No, but I want an authentic Jinder Mahal.
Just get
Turban.
a regular one and
And
have
I want
him
it.
sign it.
I want him autographed. I want him to autograph it. And I will not sell it on eBay.
Also,
I will build a shrine around it
injury update.
with Jinder Mahal
Ted
pictures.
DiBiase Jr. has been injured
Again?
again.
What did he do?
He injured his hand.
Doing
what was
what?
injured before?
Doing what?
Doing what?
What was his injury before?
He's had a bunch of
He
injuries.
has a
though.
bunch of injuries.
It's a matter of
It's
time,
injury
I think.
prone.
I think it's a matter of time.
Before
And
he's
also,
released?
Dolph Ziggler is currently in Australia. If
Oh.
anybody wants to know, he's in
Well,
Australia,
That's not that big.
meeting
of a thing.
kids in the Children's Hospital in Sydney. So, Dolph Ziggler is in Australia.
Well, maybe Rob's right. Maybe he is actually a face.
I told you that.
He's visiting kids.
I told you.
So that's pretty much all.
Everyone wants this John Cena heel turn.
Everyone's
You're seeing
updated on the
You've been
news.
experiencing it.
Everyone's updated on the news this week.
Seriously, I can't see how no one
Notices that Cena's
that he's a
actually
heel in their face.
Well, he is getting booed. I mean,
He was doing that already. I'm like, but just that their face.
But this is where the marks come out though. They call them tweeners.
tweeners for John Cena.
Yeah.
Look, I was one of those people who.
He's
called
definitely
out
not a
the
tweener. He's a total heel. He's
like
a
again,
heel.
I don't do that anymore. I used to call out the kids, say they were ruining wrestling, but I feel like
not
that
their
we
fault.
were there too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
WWE's just making a business decision.
Yeah.
And they still get enough of the demographic of 21 to 30-year-olds anyway, so they're doing fine. I mean, that's where we are.
Yeah.
We're in the 21 to 30-year-old
Yeah. So
age group, so I mean, they're doing well enough. I just think that they could get a little more creative with their characters.
they can. Now we're gonna go up to. We're actually gonna talk about this year's Royal Rumble for a second.
This year.
Yes, this year's Royal
Okay.
Rumble. We have a contender and pretenders. I'm gonna give you guys.
Well, why don't we
8
talk? Why don't we talk about?
We'll get to the 1996 Royal Rumble in a second. I just want to bring this this year's Royal Rumble in, kind of a segment into the Royal Rumble
So
1996.
you
Don't tell
say
me
a
how.
name, we say contender
Yes,
or pretender. Okay.
pretty much. Randy Orton.
Contender.
Pretender.
I think Are we doing this sarcastically? Or?
No, this is actually being serious.
This is
I really don't think he's gonna win.
I think
I'm
he's
gonna say
got.
pretender.
Well,
He's gonna have that strong showing and not win.
well, I'm not saying he's going to win.
Yeah.
I'm just saying because
He's not one of my picks. I guess is what.
I
I'm
can
getting
get
at.
that.
He's
I can
not
get
my
that. I just feel like he might be because of the rumored matches. He's in there, and look, everybody
That's it.
rags on Orton, but you know what? He hasn't been in a main event in a while.
There's a
It's
reason.
true.
I'm not saying it's unjustified.
Yeah.
He has earned
Yeah.
the mid Carter
Hey,
status.
there's always elimination chamber. He still could.
Yeah,
get there
he's
somehow.
always
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
always that.
There's always
roll.
yeah. You're right.
I would have to go with Rob and say pretender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
because I don't think he's winning.
All right. All right.
No, I mean, like I said, he's rumored for Randy Orton and Sheamus.
There's other ways to get involved.
there's other
in
ways
that,
to
But
get
that being
involved.
said,
And he's already won it already. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like
that being
right,
said
that's
though,
he's won it
That
already.
that being said though, I want to say last year, I had 2 out of my 3 picks in the last 2.
Mhm.
Last year I was pretty confident who was gonna win.
Well, who was your one pick that wasn't?
It was Barrett.
Okay, Wade
It
Barrett.
was Barrett, Sheamus, and Jericho.
Boy, that's who the next superstar is. Wade Barrett.
Well, I want to say this year I don't have that same
No,
feeling.
it's
Barrett's a
I
pretender
don't
this
know.
year. He's a pretender.
I have to say pretender. Rob.
I don't know. You know what's weird is
It's
after
just
he beat Orton, I was like, wow.
yeah.
There's a reason he won, for whatever that may be. But now he keeps losing to Sheamus. They're putting on good matches, but ultimately
Still
he
losing
keeps
to Sheamus.
losing.
But he didn't technically lose to Sheamus on Raw, did he? I think
No,
the time
okay.
ran out
All right.
quickly.
All
But
right,
they
yeah.
did say that they did put Sheamus over Barrett. I think maybe WWE's just trying to put some prestige back in the Intercontinental title.
Maybe
Because
so you're
because
saying
back
are
in
they
the
demoting Sheamus to upper card instead of main event?
you mean promoting
Promoting?
Sheamus?
You said demoting.
Demoting because he was main event, now he's mid
Or
card.
Sheamus?
Yeah.
Well, he's still
if
being
he's going,
Barrett.
if he's going to go up against Barrett for, if you're saying to bring prestige back to the Intercontinental title,
I
that's
think
not main
they're
event.
just using Wade Sheamus's main event status to bring up Barrett a little bit, because you could still legitimize somebody by having them have a
Have a good
competitive
match,
match
yeah.
against the top-notch superstar like Sheamus,
Mhm.
and because what I remember back in the old days of wrestling, I believe the WWF title was for the main draw, and the best performer wrestler held the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think that's something they need to go by. Of course, for that to be back, you would have to eliminate one of the main titles. But, I think it's a good idea to re-legitimize the Intercontinental title. It has been lacking in prestige for a while. So, that could be the thing.
I mean, just think
I
about,
do think the
think about
Intercontinental...
who's had it, though. I mean, you had Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, it had a ton of prestige, and then it took the back seat to
And
everything.
that was number 8. Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels. In the ladder match, that was like the second to main event.
Right.
That's how much prestige it had.
Yeah, and at this point, sometimes it's the first match in a pay-per-view.
I know.
So,
Which is quite sad, but...
but I think if you're gonna re-legitimize that title, Wade Barrett can be the one to do it. But I think that's one of the things that prevents him from being potentially winning the Royal Rumble.
I think he's a contender.
Okay.
I mean, I think
I'd
it's...
say contender for him as well.
I think...
But I like Barrett. So.
I'm not saying I like Barrett as well.
He was one of my picks last year. I'm not going to give up on him.
But I hope he wins.
Tell me, though, you're looking at this list, you can see the whole thing? Tell me JG's on that list.
No. The Miz.
I'm putting him on the list.
Pretender. Just
Pretender.
get him out of there.
Yeah,
Don't even
He's
put him
not-
in the
he's not even
Rumble.
gonna do it,
Don't
yeah.
even put him in.
You can't eliminate someone over.
He's
in
on the
Rumble with a
pre-show.
figure four.
Keep him there. Keep him on the
Is
pre-show.
he still undefeated at WrestleMania?
Miz? I guess.
Who cares? Michael
He's-
Cole's undefeated at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he's Mr. WrestleMania.
Sheamus.
He's always a contender. Whether you like him or not, he's always going to be a contender.
I think so.
Yeah.
Rob?
I'm going to say he's not on my top this year. I don't think he's on there.
I
I'm gonna
hope
say
he
pretender.
really. I hope he doesn't win.
Would
But
you-
just like I'm putting him on the same thing with Orton.
Would you say it's because he won the Rumble already last year?
That's a good reason. Yeah,
Okay.
Our great buddy John Cena.
pretender.
How can you say that? This is have I
It's
not
the
have
same
I not
reasoning.
have I not warned you guys that
Stop it.
2013 is the year
Stop it.
of John Cena?
He gets still into WrestleMania. He's not getting pinned or submitting.
He's going to do
He's not
everything.
going to submit.
He's going to
anyway.
do everything
He's
this
not
year.
getting pinned.
He's going to
Stop.
win the Royal Rumble. He's going to win at WrestleMania. He's going to win Money in the Bank while he's champion, just so he can unify the titles. So
No, but no, that's not true either.
Kane.
Pretender.
Pretender.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I missed the day. What pisses me off about Kane is that 2001 was his year to win.
Which I'm gonna bring up
Yeah.
later. Is
We'll bring up later.
The Rumble that I'm picking for you guys to watch.
Daniel Bryan.
Pretender.
Pretender also.
Contender.
You
He's
say
not-
contender.
He's not gonna do it.
I think. Say
They're not dropping the storyline anytime soon. I don't think.
If Team Rose
Well, they
Colours-
graduated.
champions.
They graduated.
They
Yeah, but
graduated
they're
already.
still doing it.
But wait. Hear me out though.
Yeah.
If Daniel Bryan, if they lose at the Royal Rumble, I could.
Oh, the titles.
Yeah, if they lose the
Okay.
titles,
Okay.
right? I could see Daniel Bryan winning the Rumble
I could
because
see it.
I kept hearing that he has big things in store for him in 2013.
But
So
yeah, you're right. As long as he's the tag team champions, he can't.
he can't really do
yeah.
anything.
But if he loses,
so if they
I see what you're
lose,
saying now.
it's a good possibility. They have their rematch on Raw. They lose again, and they just break up. It's over.
Well, you know what I was reading, and I didn't just make this up right now.
They need to break
that-
up.
no,
Kane
no, no.
needs to revert to being a monster.
This is reputable
Oh,
sources.
yeah.
I'm not going to tell you about who it is. Though. Team Hell No is going to retain their titles, and as a surprise entrant, Dr. Shelby's going to come in
Oh,
at 27 and win the Rumble. go to Mania, win the title, and as a faction, they're going to dominate. I did not just make that up.
You did not?
You're a silly person.
I did not just make that up and look at my notepad and pretend I wrote it down already.
Dr. Shelby got more of a reaction than The Miz.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He got a chant.
And last but not least, Ryback.
Oh, it's a very short list.
No, last but not, I said only.
I can see Ryback actually doing it.
Yeah, me
top
too.
nine.
I can put him as a contender.
But for this year's WrestleMania, you think?
I could see it.
I don't think he's ready.
He still, but he still hasn't really lost any matches.
No.
Anything he loses, it's by like DQ or something.
Could he beat Kane's single elimination record though?
Hey.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
He could do it and win. I don't understand why not do that. Well, eliminate a bunch of guys and still win.
Yeah. They could have done it with Diesel. They could have done it with Kane.
Yeah.
That really upset me that Kane didn't win that Rumble in 2001 because why does Austin get it? I know everybody loves Austin, but Kane had such a monster showing in that Royal Rumble. And just to get eliminated by a clothesline from Stone Cold Steve Austin, come on.
I mean, he was pretty early in the match. You could argue that he was tired.
I thought that was
he got tired of eliminating people.
We'll get to more Rumble talk during the week. We'll talk about that Friday. I gave you guys the 1996 Royal Rumble.
You gave us 94.
Well, I gave you guys.
Yes, Anthony's Rumble was a much better pick.
Sorry. Hey.
Yours was good. Yours was good.
Mine was
His
good.
was better.
Okay, that's fine.
His finish was better, I think.
That's fine. So what did you guys think of the Rumble?
Again, I thought it was top.
Good pick. High
Rumble.
five. Good pick.
It was a good pick.
John, whatever.
No, I liked the 94 Rumble too. Because it had been a long time.
Honorable mention.
I'm going to tell you what, I liked the 90s Royal Rumbles more than the recent ones.
They were better.
I do, because I feel like
maybe this is before.
Yeah,
a lot more.
I'll let you say it actually. Just what were you saying before about
match wise?
Well, like what I was saying before was recently, a lot more recently, within the last 5-6 years, it's pretty obvious who's gonna win.
Right.
Back then, it was a little bit more of a surprise.
It was.
You didn't have those
announcers,
those surprise entrants, just taking up slots, and with your pick of 96, even though Michaels had won in 95, I didn't necessarily know, other than knowing that he was gonna win.
Right.
In 96.
No, that's you're right. Let's talk.
And it wasn't this long, drawn out battle between two guys.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, all right.
Like last year,
just get eliminated.
Sheamus and Jericho.
Yeah.
You know,
just eliminate somebody at this point.
We got a point. Now let's talk about it. Hunter Hearst Helmsley was number 1, but in the first free for all, it was the winner would receive the number 30 entry into the Rumble, and the loser would be number 1.
Yes.
So
the dumpster won by DQ.
The dumpster won, probably the worst number 30 of all time.
Really?
But I would like to point out that at this point, the number 30 spot wasn't ridiculously coveted like it is nowadays.
Even though it doesn't really hail all that much.
Yeah.
We had a couple matches first, but Ahmed Johnson versus Jeff Jarrett.
What was the deal with Ahmed Johnson, you guys? Like, why was everybody still behind him? Unless it's the joke that I don't get.
Right.
Why was everybody behind him?
Just, I guess it was his look.
His crazy interviews.
And he, I do recall him body slamming Yokozuna. And he had an amazing thing going on with Goldust.
I mean, if you saw him back then.
So I'm gonna guess that Ahmed won.
Yes. Defeated Jeff Jarrett by disqualification.
That was a guess.
The match only lasted 6 minutes. The Smoking Guns versus the Bodanas.
The Body Donnas?
Yeah. The Body Donnas.
The Body Donnas. Never heard of them.
No, isn't that the team Sonny managed?
Yes.
There we go.
They won.
They lost.
You didn't even know who I said they about. I just said they won.
Well, who are you referring they to?
Whoever won.
Oh, the Smoking Guns.
Whoever has Sonny in the corner.
Bart and Billy. I watched the Goldust and Razor match. Okay. Goldust defeated Razor Ramon for the Intercontinental title.
With interference.
Interference from the 1-2-3 Kid. As we'll get into that, we'll talk about the Royal Rumble because there's something happened with them.
Yes, nice follow-up.
It wasn't even that big, though.
Undertaker versus Bret Hart. Undertaker won by disqualification. Not a bad match. Could have been better. Went on 28 minutes. Okay showing by both men. You know, not.
I feel like John's review is much better than my reviews from the matches. This is right to the point, and they're really good.
Well, you were going more in depth. in depth.
Yeah.
So,
But I bore people.
I mean,
Maybe.
it wasn't.
I can't tell because no one comments.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
That's what to improve on.
the interference from Diesel. I mean, pretty much showed why they pretty much kept the title on Brett to have Brett
Right.
versus Shawn at
He
WrestleMania.
did.
But Brett
12.
never drew.
well, according to Ric Flair,
Stop according to Ric Flair.
which means that it's bullcrap. So,
Woo!
I obviously had to say.
And now we have the Royal Rumble. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley comes out at 1, and Henry Godwin at 2.
by the
I
way,
let-
speaking of which, I said this. I want Triple H to go back to that music.
I want him to go back. You know what? He's been for the last 10 years plus. He's been working out too hard. The natural way of building muscle. He needs to go back to Hunter Hearst Helmsley physique.
I will give
He didn't
Hunter
look
Hearst Helmsley
kinda
credit,
gross.
though. He did last 48 minutes
All right, yeah.
in the match. Henry Godwin at
Out of
number
a
2,
55-minute match.
Something like that.
something like that.
55 minutes.
Our
seconds.
favorite guy in the whole wide world comes out at number 3, Bob Backlund.
Who?
That's not even funny.
Who's Bob Backlund?
Nothing
Oh,
against
that guy?
like we were saying. Nothing
la-
against him as a human being
he
or an
lasted
in-ring
12
competitor.
I was watching the
But this should
Rumble.
make you happy. He was the first one to get eliminated.
Yeah, I noticed that because I was watching the Rumble, and as I'm watching, I see everybody in the ring, and like within 5 minutes, I forgot who that was in the ring, and I'm like, oh right, that's Bob Backlund.
But that also could be because what we were watching wasn't the clearest. Of
Yeah, this was
video.
pretty bad quality, but I mean the video was
Yeah.
bad quality.
Yeah.
Number 4, Jerry Lawler. Lasted pretty good amount of time, 2:36 minutes.
And there's a reason for
Yeah, he spent most of his time under the
hiding
ring.
under the ring.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that in a second. Bob Holly at number 5, 39 minutes.
with his race car
And
attire.
what we do have to say though is he didn't spend it in the ring.
Yeah,
He didn't like
no, you're right.
hide under the ring or anything. But there is there is this rule that they have in this Rumble.
Yeah, which is no longer existent.
We'll get to that in a second. Number 6, King Mabel. If anyone
Nobody has anything to say about King Mabel?
Well, this is the
eliminated by Yokozuna. That's an upset.
what was it? Viscera.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand. Like there are, most of the time you win King of the Ring and you do something.
Yeah. Viscera
There-
really didn't go anywhere.
There are those guys that win King of the Ring and it doesn't really seem to mean anything. Like Mabel or William Regal.
Yeah.
I thought Punk was gonna win that one.
Yeah.
That King of the Ring.
Which was the one Booker T won, where he became King Booker.
2006.
I would like to go back and add that to my best gimmicks list.
I hate you.
King Booker
I
I
hate
hated
you.
King Booker.
was amazing.
I hate
I
you.
loved it.
It wasn't
Okay.
even him. He was,
It was-
funny as King Booker. Like,
That-
he was
that's what
royal
made it
for no
great.
reason. But
That's what
Charmel
made it
was
great.
really annoying.
Well, no,
Annoying.
I'll give you that. I'll give you
That was what I hated.
I didn't like Charmel.
No one does.
And this isn't this
Booker
isn't a
does.
personal knock.
Huh?
No,
Booker does.
Oh,
this isn't a
Booker
personal
does.
knock. I just liked it better when William Regal was the one saying "All hail King Booker."
Oh hell, King Booker.
It was pretty funny. He had this.
Sir Regal.
He had this thing about him that.
Sir
Oh hell,
Finley.
King Booker.
And
Oh, hell.
King Booker's court, including Finley
Yes.
and William Regal.
Yes.
I think you have a lot to say about this man. For number 7, Jake Roberts.
Jake. Well, I wasn't planning on saying it.
I'll say it for you.
Say it.
Jake the Drunk Snake Roberts.
You could work
The
with
drunk
it.
Roberts, yeah, it doesn't
Jake the
matter.
drunk Roberts, Jake the drunk driver Roberts. You could do whatever you want.
This is just a comment from him in the Rumble.
Right.
Not now. He's cleaning up.
Good for him.
As
Yeah,
a-
good for him.
As far as
DDP
we
yoga.
know.
You know, he had a rough life. You know, we
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. He's had a really messed up. He's had a really messed
It's
up life.
it's just funny to say though.
Yeah.
Jake the drunk
And
Roberts.
he looked drunk in the match.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
looked drunk in the. He was like staggering. He was like leaning on the. And Rob
Most
was.
of the time, he was leaning on the ropes.
But the fans were on his side.
And he was just lurking around the
He just
ring.
wanted
just
the DDT,
I
and
wanted
it
some
never
DDTs,
came.
yeah, I
It never
know.
came.
Well,
But
no,
he was going to.
he did
was
it
gonna
at the
do
end. No, he did it to Savio Vega. He did the
I
DDT.
thought he did.
I didn't remember seeing.
No, I saw it.
Alright.
And then it took him a while to get up because he
Oh,
looked wasted.
that's what that spot
Yeah.
was. I thought he fell.
No.
I thought he fell.
Or maybe he just did fall. He just happened to have Savio Vega in a headlock or something.
Maybe.
So, I mean...
But you want to talk about his elimination?
who eliminated him?
Vader.
Vader,
Remember?
from the
That's
middle
right.
of the ring.
Yeah, he Vader punched... It was in the middle of the ring. Vader punched
Jake a half-hearted.
Jake
punch,
Roberts. It was a
too.
half-hearted punch. It's just, Vader... It's not even like he put that much power into it.
Yeah.
Jake Roberts just runs across the ring and jumps over the ropes. And I'm saying, what was that?
And the announcers sold it. The announcers sold
They did.
Yeah, they
the
did.
punch. Like, oh, he just punched him so hard.
He punched him
And
so
they showed
hard.
a replay of it.
Yeah.
Which I didn't think
They didn't
would
do another camera angle.
It's
for
still
it.
worse than Scott Steiner just pushing buttons.
Yeah,
Is
that
it
was-
though?
I don't know. It's up there.
I don't know. There's a few spots in the Rumble that I'll never forget. One was
I thought
Santino?
no, not Santino. There was one. I'm talking about Rumble contenders that throw themselves out of the ring.
Drew Carey.
No. They're hit out of the ring, but they make it look so bad.
So
Like I remember
Ridiculous.
RVD did a kick once. He did the spinning kick to Carlito. Carlito just dove out of the ring. He just threw himself over. And there's another one where Goldust threw himself out of the ring, which was even worse. And I do remember Monty Brown, who had a tendency to throw himself out of the ring on more than one occasion. He
wait,
did it both
Monty
in-
Brown?
Monty
He was
Brown.
In the Rumble?
Not in the Rumble. He was. I remember he was in something with TNA. They just have him. He chucks himself out of the ring.
All right, yeah.
And then there's another, he might have been in the Rumble or it was an ECW Battle Royal.
He was
or
in
something.
ECW. I don't remember him being in the Rumble.
Marcus Corvard. was his
Yes.
Yes.
He had a lame
name.
finisher.
The Pounce.
Yeah.
No,
the
he didn't
pounce.
have the pounce.
No, he didn't.
He used it, I think, but his finisher was a Russian leg sweep into an armbar.
Yeah.
I
Lame.
don't know where they came up with that idea.
Uh,
Me neither.
The pounce worked.
It
I
did,
guess
it did.
it was a hype thing. maybe.
Pounce.
I like
No.
that.
Pounce.
AJ Styles.
Period.
No, Joey Styles. My mistake. Always make that
Next,
mistake.
number 8 was Dory Funk.
And you didn't even know who it was. You just who is that guy?
Yeah.
Just goes
He was
into
just in the ring. I didn't even notice him get in.
Number 9, Yokozuna with the beard.
There we go. Yokozuna.
Eliminated by Michaels. Dory Funk eliminated by Vega
This was later on.
later on. Next, at number 10, the 1-2-3 Kid. Kind of funny as Razor Ramon is chasing
Yeah,
him
the
throughout
1,
the
2, 3
It
ring.
wasn't meant to be funny.
It wasn't meant to be, but it came off as funny because you saw 1-2-3 Kid coming out to the ring.
He gets like halfway down the ramp, if you want to call it the
Yeah.
aisle, and he looks back.
Looks
and then
back,
just starts running.
and Razor Ramon is just sprinting after him. And, just,
And Razor Ramon's right behind him, too.
Yeah, right.
Until they get to the ring.
I'll tell you what, Razor Ramon, when he's angry, he's a scary guy.
Yes, he is. He actually
That look on
Back
his
then.
face.
he beat up Goldust in when I was watching the Royal Rumble.
He beat up that Finn in NWO.
Yes, he did.
And he shot somebody.
He shot somebody.
Well, before
Some
he
people
was-
might not know that.
Before he's a wrestler. Well,
He
in his
legitimately
defense,
killed a man.
in his defense, it was in
It was
self-defense.
self-defense.
So it's not like he just went out and shot somebody. It was
Yeah.
self-defense.
Number 11, Taco Omura, eliminated in 2 minutes. So
Nothing to say about
nothing to
him.
say about him. Number 12, Savio Vega.
There we go.
Even though you already mentioned him getting eliminated.
Yes, he got eliminated already. Number 13, it's time. It's time. It's Veda. Time.
Unfortunately, my biggest memory of Vader is when he fell out of the ring on Monday Night Raw, not too long ago. Do you remember that? He
Was
was
that
trying
when Heath Slater was facing all the legends?
No, I think it was. Anyway, he was. I remember. No, it might not have been because Coach had brought Vader in, and Coach came out of the. No, Vader was coming out of the ring. He misjudged how far the floor was, and he just fell backwards.
I do remember
You
that.
remember that now, right?
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
Only lasted 11 minutes. But speaking of Vader, he got eliminated, right?
Of course he got eliminated.
Comes
He didn't
back
win.
in the ring and starts throwing people over the top
Alright,
rope.
this is what you were. Alright, yeah. He gets eliminated. Comes back in the ring because he's so furious. He just starts throwing people over the top rope.
Like it's nothing.
Which is fair.
Which he should have done while
for
he was
Vader, yeah, which doesn't make any
a
sense.
contender.
But they have this rule back then that because he was eliminated, all those people he threw over the top rope aren't eliminated.
Right.
Which is a dumb rule.
Which is very different.
It's a
from-
dumb rule. Yeah. It's very different now. Where no matter what,
Yeah.
any way you go over the top rope, you're eliminated.
Because one instance that stands out to me that's contrary to that was back when Shawn Michaels eliminated Kurt Angle. He goes back in the ring and eliminates Shawn
Yes.
Yeah.
And that
That's
counted.
later on.
Right.
Yeah.
Then much later on, but yeah, and to your point, that's a rule that's just dissolved. It's not even there anymore.
At number 14, Doug Gilbert.
Moving
No
on.
take. Moving on.
And
Number 15, Squat Team number 1.
then the next one is number 2, and I think he's
Two.
eliminated in 24 seconds.
Wow. Good call on that, buddy.
Are those the ones who look the
Yes.
same?
Yes.
they're the
Both
two
eliminated by Vader.
Fat,
Number 17, Owen
identical
Hart.
twins.
Owen Hart, King of Hearts, Owen
The
Hart.
King of Hearts, Owen Hart. Eliminated by Michaels and Diesel. Lasted 20 minutes. Not a bad showing. Number 18, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
I wonder what he does in this match.
Yes, I know.
Me too.
What does he do?
He wins.
Number 19, Hakushi.
Spoiler alert. Wrong.
Last
Watch out. I mean, I already said it.
Yeah,
already
lasted
said
1
it.
minute and 53 seconds. Number 20, Tatanka.
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 We're waiting for it.
Number 21, Aldo Montoya.
Who?
I just have to say that guy is just incredible.
Just incredible.
Just
He really
incredible.
is. That's all I can think when I saw it.
Incredible. Number 22, Big Daddy Cool Diesel.
There we go.
There we go.
Diesel power.
Diesel power. Number 23, Kama.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean,
Number
And
He
he
was
actually
pretty
was
impressive
one
in
of the
the
last. He was
he
the
was.
last.
He was third.
Yeah.
The last
He was
is
third last.
third. Number 24, the Ringmaster.
No.
Does anyone know who he is?
I don't know, but the bottom line is that he doesn't really matter at this point.
His temperature is probably stone cold.
Yeah, right? Number 25.
We should just come up with really bad puns.
Yeah,
really.
Constantly.
Number 25.
Well, I should have said, well, he doesn't matter, and that's the bottom line.
Barry Horowitz.
His favorite drink is probably a Steve Weiser.
Yeah,
or something.
Steve Weiser or something like
That
that.
was lame, but hey.
25, Barry Horowitz. He felt very
Hey,
confident in that
Hey,
promo.
he made me feel confident after I saw the promo.
He did. He did.
What a promo, except
It
he
would have
got,
been interesting if he had won.
except he got eliminated in 4 minutes.
But it was interesting that he had a promo even to begin with.
Yes.
Because, like Rob was saying, these Rumbles did a better job of misleading you on who would win.
Yeah, Owen Hart.
Because
was in
nowadays
it.
on Raw, you know, you have this, well, like, the contenders always guarantee the win. And there's only about, like, 3 or 4 of them.
Well, Jericho always guaranteed
Did
to win.
Cena guarantee the
Right.
win? Did he guarantee the win?
He said he was
Uh-oh.
going to win the Royal Rumble. In that memorable promo.
Yes.
So,
But also, nowadays,
26.
they have the same generic promo for everyone going into the Rumble.
exactly. But then in this
But
Rumble...
this one, they all had pretty different...
Yeah, right before, I believe it was at the beginning of the pay-per-view, you had a bunch of random stars say that they were going to win
Yes.
it, why would they win it, you know,
Yeah.
including Jerry Lawler. And it gave them all equal time.
Yeah.
To explain why they thought they were going to win. I think that's a better idea to do. Unfortunately, nowadays, the jobber is, you know, it's more obvious who's the jobber, who's the main eventer, who's the main carder. It's so easy to tell who has no chance of winning these days.
Number 26, Rikishi, as we all know, is Fatu.
Fatu.
Not that fat.
Not fat too.
He's not that fat
too.
yet. Yeah.
Not that fat too. Number 27, Isaac Yankum.
Dr. Isaac Yankum.
Yes.
I just tell you, man, you feel like you're going through hellfire and brimstone when you go to that kind of a dentist, you know? I wonder if he's got some big red machines in his tool set to work on your crowns.
Oh boy. Number 28, Marty Jannetty.
You got to make that a running gag. We always got to do. We got to have these prepared.
Marty
Yes.
Jannetty. Obviously, we all know what happened to him.
There's no real pun for him. He was a rocker. That's
Yeah,
it.
that was
That's
it.
stupid.
And
did
Shawn
it-
Michaels
he did it
had
wrong.
better career.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's, you know,
Number
rock and a
29,
hard place,
British
I don't know.
Bulldog. I had so confidence in him when he came out. Thought he was
At least he was part of a really good finish to a Royal Rumble.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
he was.
He didn't win, but it was still really nice.
He had a very nice run-in with Shawn Michaels towards the end.
And number 30, Duke, the dumpster draws what do you want to call
Well, I
him?
thought would win.
What?
I thought he had it in the bag when he got
Yes,
number 30.
yes, and what happens to him? He gets eliminated in the minute 10.
Hey, like
can't
that
all be
one, like the
winners.
one identical twin, 24 seconds.
Yeah, 24 seconds. I think that was the quickest eliminated in this one.
Probably.
And we all know who the winner was. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about how good the finish was, though.
2
Finish
years
was
in a
very
row.
good.
Yes, the finish was
Like
very
we said,
good.
he had a very great run-in with the British Bulldog.
Yes. A very nice reversal.
Mm-hmm.
Sliding back in from under Bulldog, clotheslining him out of the ring.
Yeah.
Moments later, Diesel eliminating
It's Kama.
Kama.
Come on.
That goes down to Diesel
turning
and
around.
Shawn Michaels.
He never saw it coming.
Nope.
Even though it was scripted, he never saw it coming.
You never saw it coming.
Never saw it coming.
Ate a sweet chin music
It was very believable.
and went over the top rope. I gotta say, yeah,
The finish was really good.
the finish was
Really
very
good
good
finish.
because
Not like last year.
right, because everything went so smoothly.
Yes.
And you see, like I said, I was saying this yesterday that I feel like back then it just looked more legitimate because I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why, but nowadays you look at these spots and it takes time. It seems
does.
like it moves slower Somebody has to wait for the guy to give him the sweet chin music or something, and just doesn't look as believable.
Yeah.
Like I said, Diesel he went out. He timed it perfectly, and he just and Shawn Michaels too, you know. But I don't know, it just looked really, really nice.
So your take on this Royal Rumble? What do you guys?
Hey, I give it a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Even though we're not doing that,
Even though we're not
it's a
doing
much
it.
better pick, I felt, than the '94. Not to take away from '94. It was a good finish, memorable. I just like this one better.
2 years in a row for Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah.
Gotta give
And
him
even
a-
with that, it wasn't necessarily in the bag that he was going to win.
No one knew. It was, even though the doctor said Shawn Michaels shouldn't be wrestling against 29 other opponents.
Right.
Said that in the beginning. He was coming off an injury. But I enjoyed it. It was,
He didn't have tape ribs.
yeah, no tape ribs.
We'll take it.
Yeah, damn you, Rocket, you come out with tape ribs on Sunday. We're going to get to, I was telling you about the greatest moments
Yeah.
of
Where we
Royal
got
Rumble
super
history.
sidetracked with Paul Bearer's
Yes.
voice.
We're going to get 9 to 5.
All right.
Number 9, I don't agree with this. Drew Carey eliminates himself.
Ooh, that's got a sting, Rob.
I feel bad, because that's the one that I picked for you guys to watch. And I'm going to watch. Because of how much of a fan you are of Kane.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a good one. And then I remembered, that's the one with Drew Carey.
Well, I mean,
It's such a low point.
It's a
It
forgivable
is.
spot.
It's not.
It is. I'm just let him eliminate himself.
Yeah,
He
There
didn't-
was no point.
but he didn't eliminate. Yeah, it is a waste of a spot. There's no doubt about that.
Number 8, Vince McMahon winning the Rumble.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey.
That was what, 99?
Yes. It was a good twist.
It was. Nobody would expect Vince to win.
It's the last person I thought that was going to win.
Unless
really the
I
last-
don't recall the last Raws and SmackDown leading up to that Rumble though. So maybe I could be wrong. Maybe
There wasn't a SmackDown yet.
there wasn't a SmackDown. No, you're right. So go on.
Number 7, Rock versus Mankind, I Quit. I love that match.
When those two get together and have a match, it's always entertaining.
I love that match. And if you watch the Beyond the Mat special, you could see Mankind's family just getting all... Like those chair
I
shots.
remember that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel so bad. Like, just his kids watching him getting chair shot after chair shot after chair shot. And those are ridiculous chair shots.
Those
They're
are
not
some
just like,
serious
those are in the head.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless the kids were. Unless it was all the work.
I don't think it was
You
work.
can't
I'm
get
just
kids to be
I'm
at
just
work.
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's-
You're
I mean,
terrible.
I like that match. I can
It
watch
was
it
funny.
again.
I was telling you to stop, and you kept going. I thought there was going to be a real problem right there, but when
Number-
they're talking about it after the match,
Uh huh.
and how he couldn't tell Rock to, like, Rock wasn't understanding that Mick was telling him to stop hitting him so much.
Uh huh.
So he kept going,
Okay.
and after the match, he's like, I was trying to tell you to,
To ease
Just-
like calm
yeah.
down.
and he kept
Yeah,
going.
yeah,
I mean, I like
Well, miscommunication is going to happen
Yeah.
every now and then.
yeah.
You know, and I feel like that's why maybe that's one of the reasons the wrestling matches back then looked more legitimate
Because they were
because they were. Because nowadays there's so much focus on
protecting
the wrestler, and that's why people are restrained more.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a spot like that. You're going to rather than see that, you're going to have a notable botch.
Well, like there's no more headshots now.
And speaking of The Rock and Mankind, I said I would go back and watch the empty arena match.
Told you like it.
I did, and I thought it was hilarious.
I love
It
that
was
match.
funny hearing The Rock trash talk
Talking
Mankind. He's there, he's throwing him into the seats, and he's like, "You dare to go one-on-one with the great one?" Then he's like stomping him.
Yeah.
He's stomping him, and you hear him go, "Oh, what is it? The Rock says." I don't remember what he said because I was laughing at that point.
But the match itself was garbage.
The match itself, I kind of don't like the premise of an empty arena match, but I can understand.
What's the point?
I can understand why people liked it though.
Yeah.
And the finish was pretty funny, with the forklift going down on the Rock, and
That's a good
and
finish.
the camera coincidentally being on the forklift, so you can see the Rock's face as he's getting paid.
What's going on? What's going on?
Get this off the Rock. I love how he's in third person the entire time. That's what I thought was pretty funny.
Number 6, which I agree. Brett and Lex Luger both tie in the 1994 Royal Rumble.
Okay, all right, that's definitely a memorable one.
First tie in the Rumble history. And we'll get to 5. This is on the list. Why?
Well, you said Drew Carey already, so it can't be that.
No, you're gonna hate it.
Oh no.
Oh, I think I'm gonna hate it too.
Oh no.
You want to take a guess?
I don't know.
Ho!
Nobody.
Wait, what?
That's his only claim.
Winning the first
That's
Royal
not so
Rumble.
bad. I don't hate that.
I can understand why that's on the list, but I would just like to point out that if
He
Hacksaw
won a
Jim
joke
Duggan,
match. It was a joke match at the
right
time.
at the time, it didn't lead to a main event at
Didn't mean
WrestleMania.
anything.
It was just there.
Yeah.
It was a gimmick match.
It
At
was
that
a
point.
joke
Right.
concept.
And then he won it. That's his only claim to fame now. And I would like to say that if he is a surprise entrant
Again.
in this Royal Rumble,
Again.
I will stop watching it.
Wow.
We're gonna leave?
No, I won't leave. I'll just probably turn around and pout or something.
That's
I'd-
a strong,
That's a waste. Nobody cares about Hacksaw anymore. Did anyone ever really care about
I
Hacksaw?
mean, he was cool in WCW when he went to WCW,
No.
but other than that,
No.
Never.
No, not even in WCW.
just a
I
quick one.
like the flag he carried.
Main
though.
event tonight: Cesaro versus Ryback.
Okay. That'll be different.
But the result won't be different.
Yeah,
No.
Unless Shield interferes.
That's what I thought we were talking
good
about.
possibility. But I have to do this for a second.
They're doing the Cesaro movement again.
I don't know what John's doing, but
I love it.
making all those sounds.
I would like to point out that while I'm watching pay-per-views with John and Rob, okay, now you're just shaking your... Alright. I would like to point out that while I'm watching pay-per-views with Rob and John, they do...
It's Doughboy and the douchebag.
Yeah, Doughboy and douchebag.
The Ant-Man can get annoyed sometimes because I'm watching the entrances and these guys, they do it. They mock the wrestlers. They do the Antonio Cesaro thing. They do the Kofi Kingston claps. They do the It's Clobbering Time thing with CM Punk.
It's clobbering time.
I feel like I'm forgetting one.
Oh, the Undertaker.
Well,
Well, we don't do it.
he doesn't show up that much, so we
No.
haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But
We turn off the lights.
we did that at WrestleMania, didn't we?
We're real dorks.
So
When it
It
comes to
is.
that kind of stuff.
It's something you need to do.
Yes.
If you can't be there, you need to experience it somehow. You gotta turn the lights on.
But I feel like I'm missing.
I feel
I'm
like-
forgetting one. Do you guys do the Ryback too?
No.
Not
Oh, I do it.
Yeah, Rob does it. Well,
The
douchebag
arms.
does it. Yeah.
The arms.
Douchebag does it.
But I'm sure at some point we'll get another one. But
From
yeah.
the beginning. What do
Yeah,
you-
we like
I
doing
like
it.
this.
No, it's Ant-Man.
I don't know why that
annoying.
gets annoying.
No, Ant-Man doesn't get annoying.
I mean, this I can understand this.
Just when you do it right in my face. Yeah, that's another. The Teddy
Oh,
Then
Long.
we
when
do this
Teddy
to
Long
John.
comes
We
out.
do it to John though.
Oh yeah, the Del Rio
Yeah.
thing. Oh, that's right. You guys did the Del Rio thing.
John doesn't like the Destiny hand gesture that
Hate
Del Rio
that.
does. Although now that he's a face, maybe John doesn't mind.
No, I don't mind it now.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't mind it.
I'll never forget
He's
when
the guy
when Del
that's
Rio
forever.
cashed in his Money in the Bank on CM Punk at SummerSlam last year. We all just went up to John, right in his face, and did the Del Rio gesture, like right to his face. And he had this look, this blank
He
stare on
was so
his.
mad.
He was so pissed.
I was upset. It was
Oh,
horrible.
goodness.
Thank
It
you,
was
Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash, love him.
Hate him.
Everything he says is the truth.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Now I want to think. What else do we do
What?
during the entrances? that
Yeah,
might
right?
Be annoying.
I feel like I'm forgetting something. That there's something else you guys do, that I'll remember later on. But until then, those are the ones I remember: Kofi, CM Punk, and Cesaro. So.
I thought
You guys keep talking. I'll think about some more stuff.
I'm still
Alright.
I'm still thinking over here. I know we do one more. Could we see any twists and turns at the Royal Rumble?
Well, there's a few that are always possible. I wouldn't say that Ziggler cashing in is a big possibility, but it's always there. They could throw a curveball.
How about he cashes in and wins the Rumble?
That's what a lot of people would like to see, I guess.
Well, you can't cash in
He can cash in.
and win the Rumble.
He
Win
can
the
cash
Rumble.
in after the
Why
Del
not?
Rio
After
match.
the Del Rio match, cash
You
in.
if you're a champion, you can't be in the Rumble.
Yes, you can.
Only if you're ECW champion.
Yeah, ECW champion doesn't matter.
You
And
can
there's
still
no-
be in the Rumble.
You can't.
By the way,
when
who
you're
was
champion, you
the
can't.
last official
But why
ECW
not though?
champ?
Because think about it. Ziggler's on. Ziggler.
Why
is-
do you think that's funny?
Ziggler's
It is
on.
funny.
Hold on. Ziggler's on Raw. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
He's got the SmackDown Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
So he cashes that, wins the title.
You can't be in the
Technically,
Rumble.
He's in
if
the
you're
Rumble
a
though.
champion.
He's already in the
If
Rumble
you're a
though.
champion, you can't be in the Rumble. They'll get taken out of the Rumble.
I figure it is more likely that he would win the Rumble first.
Yeah.
And then
You
cash
can't
the
be
Money in
the
Bank.
main
You
champion and
can't
in the
though,
Rumble.
because that's physically impossible. With Money in the Bank being last.
No. I mean, not cash it in this pay-per-view. Like, he'll have the...
But
he'll
it
win
makes
the-
sense too, though, because it's
It won't
once
make
again a
sense.
last man standing match.
Is it a last man
Okay.
standing
It's
match?
another
but then
special
he won't
match.
be in the Rumble. You can't be a champion and in the Rumble.
I think you can.
You can't be World Heavyweight or WWE Champion and be in the Rumble. You could be Intercontinental or U.S. Champion or Tag Team Champion. But the whole point of the Rumble is so you have the number one contendership at Mania for the main title.
Right. Well, I mean,
For the show you're
I
on.
do wonder because Ziggler is already guaranteed a spot.
I mean, that's what I
They
mean.
take you out.
Did they take him out?
Yeah.
Right.
They wouldn't even do
I
it in
figure
storyline.
if that's
because
gonna
it would
happen-
form loopholes.
If that's what's going to happen, Ziggler would have to win the Royal Rumble first, have the guaranteed
Yeah.
match with the champion, which would have to be WWE champion,
Yep.
and then he could possibly cash it in at Elimination Chamber,
Mhm.
win the title, and he's still going to have that match against the WWE champion.
Will we have any heels or face turns in the Rumble match?
No.
Mm,
They don't do that.
I don't think they usually
really
do
sit
that.
for the-
They could do it, let's say,
They make spots that don't make sense.
yeah, where just people save each other for
Yeah,
some reason.
for no reason.
Could we
And
see,
then try to eliminate that person.
Yeah.
could we
Right?
see
No, let me eliminate him.
Yeah.
Even though you have him halfway over the ropes already, so
could we see jobbers eliminating top stars in the Royal Rumble?
that hasn't happened in a while,
We never.
and I don't know why it doesn't.
Maven was
The
one.
Maven eliminating Undertaker.
Yep.
Does this claim to fame?
It
His
is.
claim
Isn't
to
it?
fame.
His eyebrows?
So you guys seeing it happening?
Those are strange eyebrows. What?
Jobbers eliminating top superstars.
It was
in the
nice to
match?
be.
Unfortunately, I don't see it happen.
I don't see it happening, but it would be nice to see that because that would eventually get a jobber to at
Yeah.
least mid-Carter status.
Oh, definitely right. Unexpected surprises.
It
Well,
would
like
be-
when
would be
when
the
Cena
entrance.
returned in 08. Edge returned in 09
Christian.
and 2010. Christian. Do we see any surprises
I
happening?
do say though, if Christian does return, he's not winning.
No.
He's not
We all
winning,
know
but
that.
I would expect him to get a nice reaction. He'll get a really good reaction.
Tag team partners eliminating each other.
Yeah.
It happens.
Someone not named John Cena wins the Royal Rumble.
Yes, I don't think Cena's gonna
That's
win.
possible.
I don't think Cena's winning either.
I'll make the two picks. They're both Raw guys.
The first two enter, the last two to end.
The first two who enter,
The last two
Depends
to
on
end.
who number two is.
it would
Because
mean
one of my
Ziggler-
picks is Ziggler.
Yeah, same here.
After you said Ryback, I thought about like, you know what, he could do it.
Who would know? I would expect number two to be a mid Carter though. You know, that's just me. That's what I would expect.
Entrant number 30 enters to an empty ring.
Imagine. Can you imagine that?
Would there even be a point in waiting the minute and a half? Or
Yeah,
how
the
much-
countdown would just be okay.
The
Whoever
match
comes
still-
out
yeah.
is the winner.
Yeah.
So, that'd
I
be pretty
mean-
funny.
So out of those twists and turns, could any of those happen?
Or then like he doesn't
I
make
think
it,
Ziggler can make it to the end.
or maybe he doesn't make it to the ring. You know, number 30 entering the empty ring. Everybody just attacks him on the ramp, and there is no number 30 entrant. So I don't know. I'm just throwing something out there.
Number 30.
That'd be the worst storyline ever. But
Yeah, it would
You
be.
know what has gotten actually annoying
What?
over the last couple of years too? Is the heels using the same tactic of sliding under the ropes and waiting it out.
I would. I don't know why people do. I mean, I don't
It
know why
makes
wrestlers
sense.
do that, but
It makes sense for heels to do it, but it's been overdone.
you know what's also annoying is when people use a WWE 12 glitch to do something very reminiscent of that,
That's the best.
and use Cody Rhodes, jump
That's
out of the
the
ring.
best.
Yeah,
It's not in
Not
this
fair.
year. It's not in this year. John, you were in on it.
not fair.
It's not. It's not in this year, as far as I know, but
Yeah.
it was fun.
It
It was fun. Like
It
Cody
was
Rhodes,
fun.
the only way he's
What
getting
I'm-
to 30.
What I'm referring to is that Rob does this Royal Rumble
I
trick.
used to do the glitch.
He
when we
uses a
played.
glitch where Cody Rhodes he
The
jumps out of
springboard.
the, yeah,
Beautiful disaster.
yeah, and he waits out there the
You
entire
wait till
time.
the guy's coming, do the springboard, you land on the outside, and because you land on your feet, a glitch happens where it doesn't eliminate you.
Yeah.
If you do any other springboard with the same thing, you get eliminated
Right.
because you land not on your feet, I guess, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
But it's fun
It is fun. I mean, but like I said, I like to see someone actually cheat.
until someone else tries to do the same glitch and then attack you on the outside. So you're forced to reverse them, and then they get eliminated.
Well,
anyway.
can anyone else do that glitch?
When you assign the move to them.
Okay.
If you can do the springboard, you can do it. Like, Doughboy did it. We were both on the outside of the ring, and he still decided to try to fight me, because something happens where if you fight on the outside, you're eliminated.
Okay.
and he decided to
eliminated
try.
himself,
He tried
or-
to do it, and I reversed him, and he got eliminated.
Talk about cheating for the greatest moments. I want to finish this list because it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Number 4, Stone Cold cheats to win the first ever Royal Rumble in 1997.
Oh, how did
He got eliminated. The refs didn't see it. He
Oh,
went back to the
right.
ring, eliminated Bret Hart.
Yeah, that was a
All
lot
right.
of crap.
So,
Well, that's almost like when Hogan won. Hogan won the Royal Rumble
He won one of them.
instead of Macho Man.
Yeah,
Macho Man won and then left
yeah,
the ring.
that's right.
And they just saw Hogan,
And they declared him the winner.
and they declared him the winner.
That's right.
And Macho came back like, what? And Hogan, the face that he was, didn't correct the refs.
Hey, I mean,
Some
come on.
face.
It's a good idea. Just roll with it.
Number 3, I guess it would be a surprise. Cena returning in 08.
Right. Well, at the reaction of that crowd.
But
Told
it
the whole
has to be
story.
said, apparently, Madison Square Garden isn't the biggest venue.
It's not.
It's really not big.
It's not. The reason it sounds like that is
Everything
because
is-
it's held
it's-
in. The
yes.
acoustics stay in. Like,
That's why they have no entrance ramp.
Right.
Because they have no room for
Yeah.
it.
except
No,
for
you're
when they
right.
do Raw. Sometimes in Raw
Yeah.
they whistle.
If you
it.
remember the
Because they
WrestleMania
cancel
10
them out.
entrance, it was just a sliding door.
That's the same thing for the Royal
Yeah,
Rumble. It's
that's
the
the
same
same
thing every
thing.
time.
I think that was a pretty cool moment. I
Yeah.
mean,
That was also SummerSlam.
And this is a
96?
this is a point where I couldn't stand
think?
Cena.
98,
yeah, you're right.
Something?
Something like that.
There's a point where I couldn't stand Cena, and as soon as his music hit, I knew he'd win.
His
But it was a-
smirk on his face.
yeah.
Like, you bastard.
Yeah, you're winning. But it was a cool surprise because no one knew if he was going to be...
Everyone
Yeah.
knew.
No one
no.
knew.
At this time, people thought he was going to be
Yeah,
out
he
for
was
at least
not-
a
yeah.
few more months.
Really?
Yeah, that was
I
all.
remember it differently. I remember
No,
everyone
a
knowing.
lot of people thought he was actually injured and not going to be in the Rumble. But I think it's...
Maybe I remember everyone
mean, we
knowing he was
saw
going to
it.
win when he came out.
Yeah.
And they kept it a secret because apparently he stayed in a car and waited in it until
I wonder what he was
His
listening
numbers.
to in the car.
maybe his own rap album.
This rap album...
I like to think that Cena uses his own products.
Number 2, Shawn Michaels wins back-to-back Royal Rumbles.
Okay.
Kind
Yeah.
of. That's pretty cool in my
It
opinion.
was. First back-to-back winner, right?
Number
Or was
1...
that Flair? Or
Okay,
I don't know.
actually, you just said the name. Remember in 1992...
This is number 1?
92
Oh my goodness,
was...
they gave this to Ric Flair. How
Well,
often?
now this was actually the Royal Rumble that the title was on the line.
The first time that.
Yes, it was the first time the WWF title was on the line in the Royal Rumble 1992, and Ric Flair obviously, as you just said, won it, and that's their number 1. I think that's a little...
I guess it's a surprise. That's a pretty big deal, considering it's the only Rumble that did that.
It's a surprise to people because nobody remembers it. So,
I remember it.
that's why.
I mean, it's not a great number 1, but I mean, it's the first time that the title was on the line in the Royal Rumble.
Right.
I mean, I can't think of any Royal Rumbles where, okay, this guy's going to
But that
WrestleMania.
that means that's the reason it's number 1, not because Ric Flair won it. I guess.
Yeah, I would figure that. Not because Ric Flair won it. It's because the title
could've
was
been anybody.
vacant.
Yeah.
Could have been anybody who won the Rumble. I believe...
If that's the case, then Hacksaw should be number 1 because it was the first Royal Rumble ever.
Boo. Boo. I mean, it's... Like I said, I think it's more of the title
The
being
title
number
being on
1.
the line. No, I understand.
So, I mean, like, I agree to it on some point.
The number 1 unexpected moment should be that the Royal Rumble went anywhere, considering the first one was just a joke.
Yeah. There's
Like,
a time.
what?
A time
It caught
waster.
on. Number 1 surprise.
People liked it.
People liked it. We're going to go... I want to go back to last year's Royal Rumble.
Yes, please.
I know you guys wanted to talk about that. Our first match was Daniel Bryan versus Big Show and Mark Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to the match.
Yeah, it was basically one of those matches where.
It was in a steel
Two
cage.
guys,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan won by escaping the cage.
of
Right.
course, because Mark Henry and Big Show can't climb.
The
Probably
second
fit through
match,
the door.
I believe I took a bathroom break for this. The Bella Twins and the Divas of Doom defeated Alicia Fox, Eve Torres, Kelly Kelly, and Tamina.
I do remember this actually.
I don't.
Vaguely. I remember the Divas of Doom.
Kane fought
remember the
Cena
Bella
to a double countout.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Okay.
That's when I think Kane was feuding with Cena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After he came back with the mask, it was
Yes.
usually like this claw hold.
His lame claw.
Shut
they
up.
quickly
It's not
dropped.
lame.
Lame.
It's not lame.
Lame.
Shut up.
And then you know
Lame.
what? And then
Shut up.
And then
Lame.
Prince.
This is gonna take up the whole show. I'm just gonna keep telling you to shut up.
Lame.
And then
Shut up.
Prince Tensei Train started using the
Prince
same
Tensei
move.
Train. Yes.
Yeah.
They
Lame
also
again.
used the green mist.
Yes.
Lame.
That only
Um,
Japanese wrestlers can do.
Yes, unless they trained in Japan or something.
Yeah. And look what Kane's doing now. Lame.
He's the tag team champions.
Lame.
No, that's not. That's not.
Lame.
That's not
Tag team
lame.
champions.
Screw
Brutus
you.
Clay defeated Drew McIntyre in a minute 5. That was awesome.
That I remember.
That was awesome. That's better than Kane's.
Just go screw
Brutus
yourself.
Clay versus Dolph Ziggler was nice. It wasn't on that card, but you remember how well Ziggler sold that headbutt?
Wasn't that at Extreme Rules?
Nah.
I remember that because we were
He
at.
sold that headbutt.
He did.
Can you
He
explain that Kane
flew.
gimmick if you think it was so great?
I'm not saying the gimmick was great.
He just says Kane is great.
Kane is.
No,
great.
Kane is fine.
Kane's so great, he beat Jinder Mahal without using his finisher.
Now
I know.
that is an accomplishment.
The diving clothesline.
But okay,
No.
I think
finisher.
Kane beating Jinder Mahal without a finisher is more impressive than his 11
okay, and man,
eliminations
enough.
in the Royal Rumble.
CM Punk defeated Dolph Ziggler. I thought it was a good match.
Of course.
Yeah.
You got two of the
Except
essentially greatest in the...
Now let's talk about this terrible
Company.
Royal Rumble.
it was a pretty bad Royal Rumble. It was filled with jobbers.
It was a good role.
Let's go to the jobber list.
JG didn't get eliminated first.
Miz
Okay.
That's a good role.
enters at number 1.
Yeah.
Lasted
When you
45
start off,
minutes.
when you start off with the Miz, you know where you're going.
It's all uphill from here.
All, yeah.
Definitely.
Alex Riley number 2.
Except Alex Riley was the next one, so really.
He got eliminated in 1 minute. R-Truth was next. Got
That's when
eliminated
he
by
got
The
eliminated
Miz.
by accident.
Right.
Cody Rhodes at 4. Lasted 41 minutes.
Mhm.
Not bad.
Here we go. Here's where it picked
Justin
up.
Gabriel
JG!
eliminated by Foley and Rodriguez.
2 people it took. It took 2 people.
Number
What
6.
didn't make sense were they were all faces.
I know. I
Yeah.
know. Number 6.
Well, not
Primo.
Del Rio.
Primo lasted a
I
minute.
mean Ricardo.
Yeah, there was one moment where there was a lot of faces in the ring. And
Yeah. That's when they had the
the Sacco versus
Number 7.
Cobra.
Mick Foley.
Cobra.
Number 8. Ricardo Rodriguez. Number 9. Santino Marella. Number 10. Epigo. There's a lot of jobbers.
I'm telling you.
You need them though.
Number 11.
It's
Kofi
better than
Kingston.
having
No, I would
Just
prefer
sporadic.
I would prefer the returning legend.
Number 12. Jerry
Really?
out of your
Lawler.
mind.
No, I'm not. I'm not paying. Well, John isn't paying $40 to watch Primo.
John's uncle is
Primo.
a shame.
Yeah, right.
We're
Primo.
going to get into it.
Justin Gabriel.
Justin Gabriel's not a jobber.
Santino Marella.
Santino Marella.
Epico.
Epico.
Are you
Santino
kidding me?
made it to the final
Oh,
two.
and then here's where it gets really good.
Jerry Lawler.
Jerry Lawler.
Ezekiel.
Ugh.
Jinder Mahal.
Oh no, there. That's a good. That's a good
No, it's
contender.
not.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal's
Oh,
not
yeah.
domination.
So great he got eliminated in a minute 17.
People saw how much
and
of a threat
Epico
he
got
was.
eliminated. Epico got eliminated in 11 seconds. And Primo got eliminated in minute 57
I'm not saying the
seconds.
super jobbers need to be in there. Like Primo
But these
and
are
Epico.
super jobs.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
who comes
and they
next?
filled
I'm
up-
saying
The great
there's
colleague.
other guys they could have put in there.
Great
I
colleague.
just don't like
Hunico.
surprise
understand, I
announcers.
Announcer.
The
Booker
announcers
T.
are different though. Booker T was the one announcer I can deal with.
Dolph Ziggler. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh, boo!
Michael
Boo!
Cole.
He's undefeated at WrestleMania.
Shout
And he
out.
has the best attire.
Karma. Who I went nuts for when she came
And
out.
who'd she eliminate?
No one.
Oh
Who?
my goodness.
Michael Cole.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot.
You're looking at it and you can't tell me who she
Oh no, because I
eliminated.
wasn't. I was looking at eliminated by. And I saw Ziggler. I'm like, wait a second. Karma didn't eliminate Ziggler.
He-
He took a bump though from Karma.
That's it. She was in the Rumble.
Number
I
22.
completely forgot. And
Yeah.
even though I knew she eliminated Michael Cole.
She was that one spot that
Yeah.
everyone cheered
She's
for.
in the Hall of Fame now.
Actually, Michael Cole was eliminated by Lawler and Booker T.
Well,
Huh? Who did she eliminate?
Nobody.
Who'd she get eliminated by?
Ziggler.
Interesting.
I could have sworn she eliminated Michael Cole.
No,
for some
Lawler
reason.
and Booker T eliminated Michael Cole.
Wow.
Interesting.
I remembered the wrong thing. I remembered something that didn't happen.
Booker T got eliminated by Rhodes and Ziggler.
Well, you know what? You're reading it off of what I assume is Wikipedia,
Yes.
and they're never reliable.
No, they're not.
My brain is more reliable.
Also, Jerry Lawler got eliminated by Cody Rhodes. So, number 22, Sheamus, boring.
You're boring.
Number 23, Road Dogg.
Oh, you didn't know?
Oh, look, it goes back to Jobber City again. Jey Uso.
Jey Uso, yeah, because, he is definitely going on to win WrestleMania.
Jack Swagger.
Was this before or after they had completely destroyed him?
Before.
Okay.
Before he was with Ziggler.
Wade Barrett. Didn't last long.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
David Otunga.
Oh my goodness.
Randy Orton.
That's not nice.
But I just got
That's
that.
that nice.
Because it sounded like Steve Borden, and I was like, wait.
But I agree. At this point, he was boring.
Chris Jericho at number
Everyone thought
29.
he would.
And number 30, Big Show, once again, yeah, woo. Gets eliminated in a minute.
Good.
Yeah, good.
He had no business being entrant number 30.
Exactly.
Who did he get eliminated by?
Orton.
Yeah.
So that was the Royal Rumble 2012, and your guys' take of the
I
winner?
I had my two out of my three were the final two.
Here's what we did. I remember we did something in this Royal Rumble. We each picked a random number. And I remember who Steve's pick was the Road Dogg, I believe.
Oh, lucky.
And my pick was, it ended up being Booker T.
I don't remember.
And, what can you do? But
That's true.
We'll see. We'll see how this one goes.
Um,
As long as there's no announcers, I think.
what did you guys think of the winner?
Sheamus? Well, the last two were Chris Jericho and Sheamus.
Two of my picks.
Everyone thought Chris Jericho was winning.
Yes.
I thought it was too obvious. So I figured somebody else might win. When it was Sheamus and Jericho.
This is before he started losing to everybody.
Yeah, this was before. Yeah, this was Jericho
So it
could
was
come back.
believable that he could win.
This is before, yeah, like Rob said, he started losing everything he guaranteed to win. But when it was Jericho and Sheamus last in the ring, I figured Sheamus would win. Because, again, it was just so obvious that Chris Jericho would win. It couldn't be that simple.
I know. Rob?
Well, what can I say when I've said a number of times that 2 out of my 3 picks to win were the final 2?
No, I know. What did you think of
I
the
would have been happy.
What do you think of the pay-per-view overall?
Considering we had trouble remembering some of the stuff that happened in it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Not one of the best Rumbles.
Like, you remember all the Royal Rumble stuff, like Mick Foley and the Cobra.
Yeah. Sacco versus
Ricardo
the Cobra.
Rodriguez
Yes.
being an entrant.
Stealing the show.
Yeah, what a pop he got. I still can't believe he got that big of a pop.
Pretty big pop, but
Yes.
he
And
did.
Karma got the pop. That's how you know your Royal Rumble's bad. When those are the people who are getting a diva, and then a ring announcer.
What was it? 273 and 2/3 pounds.
Right.
In the Indies or whatever, is Karma.
Right. It was pretty cool to see her though, because it
Somebody that big you could believe being in the Rumble.
Right.
Okay, obviously, we have the pre-show match just announced
It
today.
wasn't just announced.
Well, just
I think
announced.
it was announced
but-
last night.
Yeah, it was last night or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Cesaro versus The Miz.
Right.
Obviously, pre-shows. I guess the title never changes hands. Rarely.
I don't know. You have the potential to have a really good pre-show.
Potential.
Like the Divas #1 contendership.
Who should
With
dethrone
Naomi.
Antonio Cesaro?
Jack Swagger.
I
Look,
agree. I said that.
I
said
say
that to you.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
but it makes sense.
Repackage him.
He hasn't been on WWE program in a long
He
time.
can come back.
He has a new look
He's-
apparently.
Yeah,
Zack Ryder?
at house shows.
Don't.
Versus Cesaro?
That's
Yeah.
not a funny joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's already internet
Okay.
champion. He doesn't need another title.
Nobody beats The Miz.
No. That's a stupid thing. At least he's on the pre-show. That's where he belongs. Stay.
He's gonna
there.
be in the Rumble.
Keep him there.
Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
They're both going to be in the
He's
Rumble.
gonna waste time, waste a spot in the Rumble.
Are you saying to beat Cesaro?
Yeah. Who should
No,
dethrone
I want
Cesaro?
someone with the American gimmick.
Christian?
Just to go up against it. Christian's Canadian.
Okay. Jack Swagger.
There we go.
That's
Yo.
what I said.
Number 1.
But I wonder if he would
Mr.
come back
America
with
should
the.
come back and beat him.
He should. That was a great gimmick.
It's like how much bigger of an American can you get?
No bigger.
True, that's...
Unless
Yeah.
you get Angles.
He's the all-American American. And that would be a way to bring him back, though. If Antonio Cesaro wants an American to beat him,
He
Might as well
we're gonna
get
say
Jack
that an
Swagger.
American won't beat him. How messed up would it be if, in fact, an American doesn't beat him
Yeah,
for the
it'll
title?
be
It's someone
Christian, yeah.
else.
That'd be really anticlimactic for a
What?
story. And it would be a slap in the face to Americans.
It would.
Because it says, yeah, he's right. No American beat him, but a Canadian did.
Now, we're going to let Rob pick
What? No.
the next Royal Rumble.
2001.
2001, we'll talk about that Friday. And Ant-Man, what is your pick for tomorrow?
Tomorrow for the Royal Rumble?
Yep.
How about we go with... I would like... I
Wait,
want
I
to
thought
go
I
back...
just picked.
Well, you're not going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, that's right,
Be
okay.
here.
So we have to we have
98.
to pick a Rumble for
It
tomorrow.
was between 98 and 2001 for me.
I was so nice I gave Rob the day off tomorrow. Wink, wink.
Yeah, because I work.
So I would like... I want to see the Rumble that McMahon won again.
1999?
99.
I would like to see 99, yeah.
Ah, so we'll review the 1999 Royal Rumble tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is that the one where
No, don't tell me. I
Don't-
want to be surprised.
Don't tell him.
it doesn't really have to do with the Rumble necessarily?
Okay.
Is that the one where Mabel gets eliminated and like Bradshaw and a bunch of guys come out, like steal him away, and then next night on Raw he became Viscera?
That might be it. Now I have to see this.
That's right.
That is right.
That is right.
Good.
He
I'm
never
just-
dropped the pajamas until he became Big Daddy V.
That's
They stole his pajamas.
this will.
No, he still had the pajamas. They were all black,
I think
Oh
this.
yeah,
this
it was an
all black.
actual
and he had blonde
Yes.
mohawk and
black garbage bag.
metal
But no,
teeth.
but I remember when he was Viscera, it wasn't his attire more like a leathery
it
kind
was
of.
black. It's the same thing. It just looked like leather, I think, because it was black and shiny. But
Okay.
his pajamas always were shiny.
Giant black garbage bag for an attire.
I think this is gonna wrap it up for wrestling news, as in today. I want to get into sports real quick.
No one cares about sports ever.
Well, Rob,
Let's
you
talk
know,
about the Olympics.
I want to bring up hockey for a second.
No one watches hockey.
I love hockey.
Only white people watch hockey.
Will you just shut up for this
It's
second,
true.
please? I've
If you're
seen,
from New Jersey, it's the
I've
only
seen
exception.
comments in the past day.
White people and people
and the
from New
past
Jersey
2
watch
days.
hockey. And Canadians. Because
Okay.
what else is there to do in
Can
Canada?
you be quiet for a second,
What
please?
about
Except for wrestle
what about
and hockey.
black Canadian people? Would they watch hockey?
They're Canadians.
So no. Oh, so yes.
Yes. If you're Canadian or from New Jersey or white, those are the only people that watch hockey.
So
Okay.
we're 2 games into the season already. 2 games.
Okay.
And we have all these Devil fans. Oh, we're the best team in the East.
Well, it's
We're
true.
this and that. Can we just go out to say that whoever wins the Stanley Cup, anybody who wins the Stanley Cup is gonna hear this. Oh, you guys only played a 48-game season. It doesn't count. Am I right or wrong?
No, you're right.
That seems like too many games.
Well, it's supposed to be an
it's half.
82-game season.
It's about half the games.
It's half the. It's
That's
half
too
the
many.
games. Will you be quiet? God.
I'm the voice of the viewers.
You're the voice of the douchebags,
The
okay?
voice-
Well, that's true too.
And I'm
I'm
sick
saying
and
the thing that
tired.
no one has the guts to say.
The Rangers started off 0-2.
Okay.
Plenty of time to get their groove back and whatnot. We have these Devil
Get the
fans
groove back.
thinking they have the greatest team in the whole wide world.
Is
do.
your Facebook page already being played? With
Yes.
Pro Devil
Yep.
status.
You got it.
Okay, I see.
And this is why I'm a little ticked. They're 2-0. My God. Now 3-0 because they beat Philadelphia yesterday. Congratulations.
Because the Devils are the best.
Shut up. We're 3 games into the season.
Yeah.
Enough.
Undefeated.
Enough.
This is like this
Marty's
is
looking like a 21-year-old again. Okay, he's a great goalie, but enough's enough. We get it.
We're
He's a great
undefeated.
goalie.
Red and black.
this is ironic that the only sports team that New Jersey actually has
Left.
is a team that you don't root for.
I can't
It
stand
is. It's weird.
Because we go on these rants about how WrestleMania is in New Jersey, not New York.
And how we have the Giants Stadium.
Yeah, we don't get the Giants or the Jets, but we have their stadium. But then when it comes to sports competitions, you root for New York.
Yep.
No, I'm not saying
traitor.
I'm not saying that's wrong, but
I'm
it
a
is
diehard
interesting.
Ranger fan. I'm a diehard Knicks fan. I'm a diehard Met fan.
Well, Knicks.
Wow, all those teams suck.
And the Nets moved to Brooklyn, so they're now a New York team. We have one New Jersey team left, which I can't stand, and I can't stand their goalie.
That's amazing.
I can't stand their goalie. I can't stand their team. I can't stand everything about them. Sick and tired of hearing Marty Brodeur is the greatest goalie of all time.
Let's do it in the voice. Marty Brodeur is the greatest.
Oh, wait,
Marty
Brodeur!
We get it, but Marty's looking like a 21-year-old again, and
How old is he? I don't know. 21?
no,
22?
no, obviously not.
47?
Listen,
Well, I guess what matters
we're
is
3
does-
games. 3 games into the season.
Undefeated.
Stop talking crap.
No,
Yeah,
keep going. Comment if you want.
I respect Marty Brodeur a lot, but with the whole comment about he looks like he's a 21-year-old, well, that when that matters is during the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. This
Will
means nothing
will
right
he
now.
still
What
look
is
like
this,
a
preseason or something?
No, it's
This
the
is the
regular
season.
season.
This is the season.
This is nothing right
So
now.
this doesn't count?
No, it
Don't
does
the wins
count.
It does count.
Okay, so
It's going into the playoffs, and you show
It
your
counts.
best. Who cares what
my
you look
view
like
is
now?
It's still like 40-something games, so he still looks like a 21-year-old now, but will he still look like that after 40-something games?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean...
It's annoying to hear, oh, we're 3-0, and yeah.
Keep it up, you guys. I'm on your side.
Of course. God, I hate
Make
you, Rob. You are
John
such
mad.
a douchebag. No, it's
That's
not
why-
making me
that's why
mad.
I'm- that's why
It's
I'm
not
the
making me
douchebag.
mad. It's
Hey.
just, it's annoying. Where to hear, Devil's Army, rise up! We're 3-0!
It's the best.
Oh, man. My God, it's yay, you raised the banner. Who cares? Yay! I mean,
This is amazing.
What's raise the banner? Is that like some
they raised their Eastern Conference banner. It's they won the Eastern Conference last year, so they got a banner.
Oh.
Yay!
That's how I imagine. Whenever I think of you, I just think of that.
What?
That
Yay!
voice.
Yay! So enough, Devil fans. Enough's enough. It's time for a change.
How are the defending champs doing? Devil, did they not lose to the was it Los Angeles?
Yes, it was.
How are they doing?
I'll tell you in 1
They
second.
won?
The Devils lost to Los Angeles.
I remember this thing last year. There's no fans over on the West Coast.
Los Angeles is 0-2.
0-2.
There's no fans over on the
0-2.
West Coast because hockey's a cold
Rangers are
cold
0-2.
sport, and over there is obviously always
Pittsburgh
hot.
is 2-0.
Until they got to the end.
What I kept
And
hearing
then
was
all over the place there was fans.
yeah. What
The
I
next
kept
day, no more.
yeah. What I kept hearing was they're the Flyers of the West Coast.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know what the Flyers is.
Flyers are a Philadelphia team.
Oh, I know what the West Coast is.
Like I said, all I'm saying, it's a little too early to talk smack.
Oh, it's very early.
So keep your mouth shut, because
Don't.
things can change.
Don't.
And if they don't change,
If they don't change, go ahead, keep talking smack. I
Keep
like
talking, you guys. I'm with you.
it. I like it. I love the smack talk.
I
But
might not watch the
with two,
sport.
it's like saying as a Jet fan or a Bills fan, we're 2-0 in the season and saying we're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Any-
but
any
John, I
true
said that
fan.
about the Panthers.
Shut up!
And they did.
Oh my God, you are such a douchebag right now. This is the Ant-Man and Jog segment, not with
I know, but
Douchebag.
I need something to add.
you.
And
need
you're not
something
John,
to
you're
add.
Doughboy. If you're gonna call him Ant-Man, you're Doughboy.
Okay, fine. I'm Doughboy. Okay,
I don't
you
wanna be a
happy?
douchebag anymore.
dough bag.
Thank God you're not back.
Doughbag.
I know I'm gonna do
We're
that
gonna
one
do the
day.
fusion.
Just get it out of the way.
Doughbag.
We're 11 days to the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
Any excitement?
Not yet. I guess
Super Bowl?
it's the Ravens
Versus question mark?
and the 49ers. No, not,
49ers. Wait, who are you rooting for, John?
49ers.
then the Ravens are gonna win.
Who are you voting for?
I haven't made my decision yet. I kind of. It's a win-win situation because I have one friend who hates the Niners coach, and if the Niners win, his coach is probably gonna lift his shirt up again. And if the Ravens win, I get to see John all pissed off about Ray Lewis crying. Because Ray Lewis is gonna cry at least twice. It's gonna be after he wins the Super Bowl and then his retirement speech.
Wait, who? So he's on the Ravens?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with 49ers.
No. Ray Lewis is on the Ravens.
Yeah.
And
The guy that might cry.
yeah.
Alright, I don't think he's gonna win. I think it's gonna be the other team.
You think the Niners are gonna
Yeah.
win?
All right.
All this talk about crying, because it would be such a high point.
Right.
I really don't think that it's gonna
I
happen.
want him to cry when he
Okay.
loses the Super Bowl. It'll be
Oh,
like,
yeah, there's that too.
close.
That is not what Ray Lewis sounds
I
like.
don't know who he is.
Um,
I don't know what he sounds
we
like.
have the Pro Bowl Sunday. It's the Who Gives a Crap Pro Bowl.
Hey, we didn't mention this. There was this funny moment on Twitter where Wes Welker's wife
Yes, we forgot to mention that.
tweeted something about Ray Lewis after the Pats had lost. She tweeted something along the lines of his resume. And what I mean by resume is his
Resume?
what was it? 4 kids and 6 wives, or 6 kids and 4 wives?
Something like that.
She mentioned that. She mentioned he was acquitted for murder and stuff like that. And she said, "Yeah, great role model." And then a couple, I don't know how long it was after that, but then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I just let the competitiveness get to me." So I
You
mean,
lie.
you gotta love Twitter.
I
You
love
gotta
Twitter.
love.
What's his name? He owns a sports team. He's pretty famous. He's rich. He got put through the table on Raw.
Mark Cuban.
He gets in trouble apparently, right, for tweeting stuff.
I don't remember any in specific, but I would imagine
he got fined a whole bunch of money.
I don't know.
Another
because
thing
of
I'm
calling
wondering.
refs.
Twitter's just hilarious. I love the things people post on Twitter.
Another thing I want to bring up is Tom Brady's slide. A lot of people are complaining about the slide.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on the
It was
slide?
a very odd looking slide, and the reason I say that, and the reason people
Well, it looked like a slide when you slide into second base and you spike.
you spike play, and
Yeah.
the reason it's such a big deal is because Tom Brady knows how to slide. He knows it. He's slid in plenty of
Yeah,
times.
you can't touch Tom Brady. It's a rule.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never
a rule.
learned how to
But
slide in baseball.
yeah, well, I understand that.
I understand that, Rob.
But that's the big
Like,
deal
just
because
throw yourself.
it's not like it's somebody who's never slid before. It's Tom Brady. He makes a career of it.
He does.
After every run, he either goes out of bounds or he slides.
How does
he
the
knows
slide
how to do
look?
it. The slide is, you just
slide
but when
is
you're
the
done,
We're gonna have a.
your feet are like this on the
Uh-huh.
ground,
And how did his look?
like this. And this was
That's to keep people away from him.
no, and he kicked. Was it Ed Reed? He kicked Ed Reed in the shin, I think.
Hey, stay
Hold
out
on.
of his way.
There was a picture.
That was
before.
clearly calculated.
It was. I think it was calculated.
I don't watch, obviously.
Right,
Can't be said enough.
but that's
But
the
that's obvious.
because Tom Brady knows how to slide. He never
He
does
does.
that before. He's never done that before, and I don't know. I guess that's a new characteristic of Tom Brady now. You know.
I mean,
Maybe he's frustrated that they haven't won a Super Bowl since Spygate. So
it's still. You're right.
Yeah.
You are right.
and Ed Reed pointed that out too. On his Twitter account, he pointed that out.
There's a lot of Twitter wars going out there, huh?
I gotta love it.
Should we get a Twitter?
It's not Facebook wars. It's Twitter wars.
Gotta love it. I love
Gotta love it.
Should we get a Twitter?
it. I don't know. Maybe we should. I don't have a,
A
Twitter
group
account.
Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account.
Oh, and she also put it on
There's-
Facebook.
There's like
Two.
a limit.
The rant went to Facebook.
Oh, did it?
Yes,
she,
it did.
She must have both connected.
Yes. So
I don't understand. Like Twitter, you can only use so many characters or something. Everything has to be really short.
Right.
now, do we care about the Pro Bowl a little?
I do. I certainly do.
No, you know. I mean,
What?
Should we just tell? I mean,
think
CJ, my boy CJ Spiller got in.
Okay.
Finally, happy for him. Also from Buffalo, Jarvis Bird, and another Buffalo going, Kyle Williams. So 3 Buffaloes going to the Pro Bowl.
Good.
Congrats to you guys. I think CJ Spiller deserved it more.
All right.
I think he should have been first. I mean, the season he had.
Understandable. Yeah.
I get Ray Rice, and all those guys. But,
I think you guys need to explain to the viewers what the Pro Bowl is in case they don't know.
Oh,
Well, the Pro Bowl is.
I mean, I obviously know.
Yeah.
it's the All-Star game for the NFL.
It's a reminder that you're not in the Super Bowl.
Yes, that's pretty
That's
much
what
it.
it is. They just
Just
take
reminder you're not in the Super Bowl.
the best, well, quote, best players of the season, and they put them up against the game. They don't, and it's not really a real football game because they don't really tackle each other.
No, it's like a 2-man touch game.
They're like jogging. They're trying not to injure each other. I mean,
It's lame.
you look at the line, the offensive line versus defensive line. They're not really trying.
Yeah,
to
they're
get
not
to the
really. They're
quarterback.
just standing there like,
So a lot of times you'll see the score go up to like 50 points.
52 to 40,
You know.
some ridiculous score, and it is ridiculous. The Pro Bowl's been a joke the past couple of years. So
Yes.
I mean, and also other news, Jake Russell making a comeback.
Okay.
Um,
Explain who Jake Russell is.
former first-round pick for Oakland.
Yay!
Yay!
Wait, the Raiders are coming back? Oakland
Shut
Raiders,
up!
right? Oakland Raiders.
Shut up,
I think I need to get more involved in your
douchebag! Shut
in
up!
what you guys are talking about.
I
'cause
think
this
you're doing
is
well.
fun. I
I
think
think
it's
you're doing well.
fun
He's doing what?
because you're talking about
What
the
do you,
Oakland.
what do you know, Ant-Man? What do you know?
he's
I know
making
the
it-
Oakland Raiders.
He's
Raiders
making
are
our
talking about.
sports.
We gotta
thing
teach.
more-
We need to teach him the football.
He's
I'm
not
not gonna
gonna
learn the
learn.
football.
He's
I'm gonna learn just as much as I know.
He's
now.
gonna tune us out.
Yes.
We're gonna be trying to teach
It's
him
like
about
keywords.
sports,
Keywords.
and he's
Oakland
gonna be
Raiders.
yeah, pretty much.
He gained a lot of weight 320 pounds.
All muscle mass. He cultivated
No, it's
mass.
not all muscle mass.
Oh.
It's fat.
He's now 308 pounds.
Is he a defensive guy?
No, he's a quarterback.
Well, he doesn't need to run that
First
much.
round,
He just needs to throw.
first round pick, and ended up being a. Would you say a Ryan Leaf?
Wait, is this that curse where you
Well,
get
he's
picked
still-
first and get injured?
Which is Ryan Leaf's now in jail.
He's still fairly young, right?
Yeah, I would
Well,
say
he could
so.
still come back.
that
I
the
don't want to
thing?
put that yet.
Where you get picked first and then you get injured or something?
No, it was
No,
just a
Isn't
former.
there a thing where
It's a
you-
former 2007 pick, and it didn't go well for him.
Isn't that like the case with a lot of them or something? There's like some curse, I think.
It tends to happen.
It
Whoever
tends
gets
to
picked
happen.
first
I don't know if it's a
always
curse,
go
but-
nowhere.
I mean, the big one's Ryan
Ryan
Leaf.
Leaf, yeah.
So that's the.
Like make like a tree and leaf?
Shut up!
That was a good one.
Yes!
Well,
Thank
People
God,
should
thank
start
God
listening.
he's not back till
People
Friday.
should
We
start
can actually
listening to
talk
this
about
part.
sports more.
You can talk about sports, I just need to entertain myself.
You have to
Yes.
entertain your shit. I'm gonna throw my cell phone at you.
Does it have the internets?
Yes, it does.
give
Well, I'm gonna keep talking. So.
Oh God, Rob's not back till Friday. Like I said, we'll review.
No, keep talking. I'll relax if you keep talking.
No, I think we're done anyway.
Oh,
No, that was just to breaking news for the NFL and stuff like that. As Jamarcus Russell is in training for his NFL comeback. Where he goes, I wish him the best of luck. I still think he stinks. Yeah, I mean, he does. I mean,
Yeah, I guess so.
what did he do for Oakland?
Raiders.
Shut up!
They were big ones. I remember.
Once upon a time.
Thank God he's not back till Friday. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up the show. We'll talk about the 1999 Royal Rumble tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
We'll talk about more Royal Rumble this year's. It's only, 4 days away?
Yep.
4 days away till the 2013 Royal Rumble. Stop counting, Rob.
I was trying to figure out if you were right.
Yeah, I was right.
Alright.
Yes.
Everybody's right then.
Yes, I am. So, we'll get in that tomorrow. Rob will not be here. He'll be back Friday.
Yep.
So tune in tomorrow. I'm
Be
John.
back with NXT.
NXT, that's right.
So, main event, unless you guys talk about it tomorrow.
TNA
Superstars.
Impact.
Impact,
TNA
TNA Impact,
Impact.
we'll talk, and
Smackdown, maybe.
we'll give our predictions for the 2013 Rumble on Friday. So I'm Pillsbury Doughboy
This is the Ant-Man.
And the douchebag.
douchebag, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Later.